about the sub, Trace?
Oh my
Did you hear about the sub?
I couldn't keep my mouth.
I
But
know.
I was about to bring it up.
Let me just get rid of this thing.
The submarine that they can't, they can't figure out what happened to it.
Well, yeah, and they're fucked, and they're all totally fucked.
They're dead.
They maybe not be dead, but they'll soon be dead.
They'll be dead soon.
Yeah, it's...
So they were exploring the Titanic, right?
Yep. 250,000 a pop. If you want to go down on that, if you want to go down on that sub, 250,000. That 5 people can go down at once.
It's like you can pay to do it.
Yeah, it's for rich. It's for rich people. It's for rich people to go down.
To say that they went and saw the Titanic.
Seen the Titanic.
Not
seen the
anymore.
Titanic.
I mean, you want to
stupid.
delve into the Titanic and the situation there and the conspiracies on that.
I mean, you can see the videos of the Titanic in your living room. You don't have to go down to the ocean floor and pay $250,000. He says the release form you have to sign mentions dying 3 times.
Well, yeah.
I mean, yeah, they have to.
Yeah.
Die,
I
and you
mean-
might die.
Here it is. You're going down to the very bottom of the ocean.
Now you're just sitting on the bottom of
in
the ocean.
in this thing right here that fits like 6 people.
Oh, God.
How
Please,
far?
no.
How far is the Titanic down there?
It's too far for most
miles.
rescue submarines. So there's very few. There's 2 or 3 things. Like I think Russia's got one, and the United States has one, and they got to ship it there. It's like a bathysphere that you could rescue people with, and that's all they got. They don't have it.
Why don't they?
can't get 'em.
I guess it's because there's no money in it. But there should be just like a big old magnet on a stick.
That's a good. I mean, a big old magnet, a big fucking
Big old magnet on a stick.
big as 2 houses.
A big old fishing pole with a magnet on it. And you just drop that down there and bring it back up.
Oh,
Right.
you're stuck again. Get the magnet.
Get the fishing pole magnet.
Yeah, I mean, they have those giant trolling nets. You might as well have a trolling magnet.
I don't know. Maybe a little
once
more
you
complicated than I don't know.
communication. I mean, obviously, you'd look around the area where you lost, communication.
Yeah.
But then they could say it could have just drifted anywhere.
I don't think it's that they...
Or did it?
They say. I mean, they don't know. They don't know.
They say that there's like a million ways to get to the surface with it, and they could just be on the surface, and they lost power, and they have no cell phone.
And they're just waiting. They're just waiting
But
for
there's
somebody
no
to
way
see
to
them.
open it from the inside.
Oh, so they don't.
Which is insane.
What?
Like, what if
Oh,
they said they could
no.
live
I would
they could be
never.
on the surface for 3 days.
Yeah, that they got 3 days, 96 hours worth of oxygen.
But they can't open it to get out. That
That's
blows.
the Titanic.
How could you not open something from the inside? I would never get inside something that
they
you
pull in,
that
it's
they-
like a
that
race
they
track.
walk.
There's
Yeah.
a guy
Oh
on the
my
outside
God.
that has to take all
Probably.
17 bolts off to get them out.
Can you imagine, though, getting in that thing? All right. See you guys. And you're bolted
Yeah,
shut
no.
in.
Oh, fuck that.
I mean, that guy paid. These people paid $250,000 to go on this. You couldn't pay me $250,000. You couldn't pay me $250 million to do this. I ain't doing it.
No way.
Not how I'm gonna go. 96 hours later, going. Bye. Or they got.
You could
Oh,
throw.
yeah. I wonder what that feels like.
It feels like being crushed.
But is it instantaneous though?
I don't.
You're talking here. This guy. This is the Titanic expedition leader. He says he believes the victims in the vessel have already met their fates. Worst situation is something happened to the hull, and our fear is it imploded at around 3,200 meters. When he was asked if there was anything the Navy could do at the moment, he said no. And so this guy knows. This guy.
Yeah.
I don't see anything that can happen at this point. When you're talking about 6,000 pounds per square inch, it's a dangerous environment. More people have been to outer space than this depth of the ocean. So they don't.
thank
So they have
you.
no idea what they're doing. Nobody's. They've. It's just. It's,
How long have they been doing that? Like a while, or did it just
This
start?
this Titanic thing with the I don't know. I didn't even know it existed.
I've never heard of that.
Tourists going down to the
I wonder how many
Titanic.
times-
It's been around.
It's been, let's see, since 2019, so this is the 4th year, the company's offered tourists the chance to explore the Titanic's wreckage more than 2 miles below the ocean's surface, off the coast of Canada.
Any company do that kind of thing? And anybody will just hop, anybody with that money will just hop right in there?
You ever stood on a soda
crazy.
can or a beer can, and you can almost stand on it, and then you take a pen,
Yeah.
and you just touch it, and it collapses.
Oh.
That's what happened.
Yeah. That's what happened. I think it's pretty quick. I think they got squished. They got squished real quick.
Instantaneously.
I think that you could throw some scrap metal at the bottom of a 10-foot pool, and it'd look about the same with some goggles and swimming past it.
Here's what you do. What you see, that's you know what it is? You do
$1 million idea.
You
right
do it.
there.
It's virtual reality, but you don't tell them. So they get in this thing. It's a big dramatic thing, and then they jostle it around like you're going somewhere, and you hear splashing sounds, and instead of the windows, it's actually a movie screen.
Just like the
That
Spider-Man ride
that shows you
at
the
Busch
going down to
Gardens.
see the fucking
Just
Or Universal.
brilliant.
tinted windows, to makes it seem darker. I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna do a Titanic exploration deal, and we're never gonna go more than 10 feet deep.
Yeah, and then
You don't even have to go in the
nobody will know.
water.
Nobody will know.
You bolt them
Half-assed
shut.
Titanic exploration.
Yeah.
Once you're bolted in
Half-assed.
there,
You don't know.
you can do
You
anything.
don't know. You're
Like,
looking
I
at it.
can't believe that thing goes 2 miles deep. It's because it doesn't.
I can't believe we had to meet in the middle of Webster to go down in the ocean.
How do we get to the Titanic in this lake?
I know a way. I know a shortcut.
You got to drive them to the lake. I think they're in something. It says here in 2019, the Titan submarine, which is what they're on, set a world record as the first non-military manned in a state-of-the-art 5-person submersible.
State of the art. State of the art.
State of the art to take a dive team of 4 down 3,700 meters, which is 12,336 feet.
Which is how many miles?
2.
2 miles. And so, yeah, it worked a few times, I don't know how you test like something that's been under that much pressure repeatedly. How do you know when it's finally going to give?
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't.
Something's got to give.
Fuck that. Here's the inside of it.
I'm just thinking of like PSI.
But what are you looking at? Where is there a window?
I think this is the only window. Because you can't have fucking windows. It's 6,000 pounds of pressure. So they got this one like 75 inches thick window, I guess, and that's all
what
you.
everybody has to take turns.
You got to take turns looking out this
little
little fucking peephole.
for $250,000. Who was in it?
There was a billionaire in it, I think, and I don't know.
Oh no.
They got like They got like 3 crew members and a pilot. So there was like 5 or 6 people in it.
I mean, have you
so
seen?
most of them are pilots and crew member.
Like half, yeah,
it
at least
only-
half is like pilot or
Everything
crew.
said, optimistically, they might be floating on the surface.
That's the only chance,
But
probably.
everybody was like, they're dead, and they got crushed.
Yeah. I mean, if say you lost power or something and you're on the bottom of the ocean, the first thing you got to do is you got to kill every other person in there,
Going to murder immediately.
and then you get all that oxygen, and you could last a lot longer. So immediately murder everyone on board.
Do you think that you think that in your mind, and are you worried about somebody murdering you immediately?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, and you don't care that you're going to go to jail.
Yeah,
When you get out, you're
gonna
just like,
die.
I just want to breathe air. I just need to breathe.
But
I
you're
just need to
sitting
breathe.
there.
You're sucking my air, and you see somebody talking, blah,
I
blah,
mean,
blah, blah. You're like, he's using all my air.
If they were talking too much, yeah, I'd strangle them.
We're starting to panic.
Oh my god!
Stop that right
Trace
now.
we gotta strangle this guy. He's sucking up all our air.
You just see him in the
Probably
background. And
the-
one time when my grandfather was
Oh my god!
We gotta kill this bitch.
world-renowned explorer Hamish Harding.
Hamish Harding.
But there's a chance you
was-
wouldn't even think of that. You know, you're sitting there and you're not even thinking of air, and then your friend strangles you.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
so,
maybe he should have thought about the air.
I mean, most people aren't as cynical as we are. And I mean,
Yeah.
like, we must strangle everyone. And
I
then we turn
mean-
on each other. Who could trace Berlin? We can take her easier.
Oh, jeez. Look at that picture. It looks like that guy's just got a digital screen that he's looking out of.
Yeah,
You know?
but well, you see, I'm sure he does. But this is the. Can you see the
okay.
porthole?
Yes, a little
They got the
bit.
one porthole. This is a screen. This is a screen. I think that's all. See, they're all got to look out the porthole. Yippee,
No,
for
I
$2.50.
mean, to look at some old ass pieces of wood.
It's like looking through the microwave in the microwave.
Yeah.
The 58-year-old British millionaire boasted about the opportunity to see the Titanic in the days leading up to the voyage. 58-year-old Hamish Harding,
Oh, what a
a
douche.
What a way
British
to- what a
billionaire,
way to die.
businessman, business person, and explorer. He was
Hamish
a
Harding.
world-renowned explorer. What does that mean?
That means you
just-
have a lot of money and people take you places and show
Yeah.
you stuff.
Literally.
So imagine they got squished, and imagine. Do you even know you're squished? Because, like you said, the little dent in the can, and
You're done.
so you're just sitting there going
Zero.
and you're like, and that's the. I think that's the.
I
And
would
you're
hope
done.
that's
I would
and
think
you're
how
done.
there,
You
would
think it
there
would
would
go that
be
quick?
about a quarter second of terrible pain. A quarter second of just being like, oh, my brain just shot out my ears.
It takes 2 hours to get down the 2.3 mile descent to the seafloor.
Ugh. I wonder what that sounds like.
Dives can take up to 10 hours. Oh God, I'm out just then.
Think of an airplane, like
Yeah.
being on, and you're.
Do you know? I would just wonder if they know if something's kind of happening. Like,
Every
so
little.
the guy that's driving, is there someone driving it?
They hear that and they're like, "Oh fuck!" You hear it's like, and you see
Every little
getting a-
thing
And
is
you
like,
look like at the guy that's in charge, and you're like, "Is that supposed to?" And he's like,
no, it's not.
and then you strangle him.
I need that oxygen.
Oh, 10 hours. I mean,
What if it was like you farted and you're like, what was that? Oh, it must have been the submarine. What? Strangled immediately.
I don't give a fuck about the wreckage of the Titanic. I wouldn't pay 2
Who
cents to see it.
does?
I wouldn't pay 2 fucking
It's
cents.
not even the Titanic. It's a different ship that they pulled out some insurance claim on. And
They sunk a bunch of parts there. They built a fake Titanic, pieces of the fake Titanic and sunk it. That's what they did. Brilliant.
But if you're gonna do that, do it shallower. That's all I got to say about that.
2 miles fucking deep.
I mean, it makes no sense. Why? Look at the Titanic. There's other ships out there that probably haven't been explored. Go look at that. There might be treasure in those
I
ones.
mean,
I don't know.
Why do you care about the old barnacled up, crusty wreckage of a
Right?
ship?
Maybe go down there if they
Why?
if you're like, oh, this guy had $1 million in his pocket when he drowned, and we're gonna go down there and get that $1 million.
I mean, then you got a reason. I mean, I think you could spend a couple hours at a coral reef, in the Bahamas and see much more interesting
Yeah.
things than you
So
would
much better.
2 miles deep in the darkness with a flashlight looking at some fucking wreckage.
Yeah, it's not like a tropical paradise reef wreckage.
It's like just a bunch
There
of
might
junk.
be
You
one
go down to see a bunch of junk.
Right?
Bunch of junk.
And there's no light down there, so they got to use like a flashlight. So you're just looking at old junk with a flashlight.
One of you, while the other guy's behind you going,
I mean, you
"Come
guys
on,
do
my
that.
turn, my turn."
There's
my turn.
literally
that
nothing more
every-
frustrating than that.
Yes.
and the billionaire won't get out of the way. He's like,
I'm the
It's our turn, fuck off.
explorer.
And they're all like, "We've all got money. That's why we're all here."
I hate that.
48-year-old Shahzada Dawood and his 19-year-old son Solomon Dawood were also on board.
You could do that at the side of my house at nighttime. We'll just take a flashlight and go
Yeah.
look at the junk on the side of my
This
house.
junk has been here saying.
Half-ass Titanic tours this way. We just got a hose to splash with some water. Look over there. That wreckage has been here since 2020.
Fella with a sprinkler, spraying people down.
What's that over? That's a captain's hat. Yeah. Ooh. Signs of life.
One of Pakistan's wealthiest men. That's who he was. So
He had $100.
And then at the end, you get some.
You gonna be all right, buddy?
Some chocolate covered in gold. You know the gold like wrapped chocolate.
Sprinkle that around. Treasure.
One at a time now. Collect your treasure.
Listen to this. The most significant innovation during the construction of this submarine is its real-time hull health monitoring system. So it's got allegedly it has a hull health monitoring system.
No, thank you.
And it said this onboard health analysis monitoring system provides early warning.
to let you know.
You gonna die. You gonna die. It just said you gonna die.
It provides.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
I think that's it. Make sure you know you're gonna die. You know, you could have had another hour of thinking you weren't gonna die.
Yeah.
But we got the early detection system.
Yeah.
Early death detection.
It provides early warning for the pilot with allegedly with enough time to arrest the descent and safely return to the surface.
EDT, that early death detection.
So that didn't
That'd
work.
be EDD.
I don't know. It says the real-time hull health monitoring system provides an unparalleled safety feature that assesses the integrity of the hull throughout every dive.
That should do, I mean, this should happen right before they submerge. It's a bad idea. You probably shouldn't do this. You're going to die.
Bad idea. Bad idea. Detectors are going
Traces like 10 feet down underwater with the sign.
You don't have to do
You don't
this.
have to do
You don't have to do this.
Oh,
I
just
think
some
that-
gym shorts and fucking goggles on the side.
I think that's the YouTube channel. The you don't have to do this guy. You go to all these stupid things, and then you just see you standing there.
I think you should. I mean, you could knock a bunch of them out in one day. You go to the
Yeah, it'd be
skydive
pretty
place.
easy. Oh, yeah.
You get up early and go right next to the hot air balloons. Well, what else?
Does it make it stupid if I'm skydiving as well with the sign?
Yes, it
You
does.
don't have to do this.
It'd be funny though.
So I don't think you have to do anything. I think your gimmick is memes, and you put you on a little dinghy here.
Yeah.
You just
Impose it.
Photoshop.
yeah.
You don't have to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or something with the the guy that sits there and at the table and says something, change my mind.
Yeah.
That one. A little table of Trace sitting there.
Steven fucking Crowder.
Huh?
That's the guy who sits there at the table that says,
Oh.
convince me otherwise. He's such a fucking douchebag.
Is he? I don't know.
Oh,
Well, I always thought he just one of those people you look
I don't
at
know
him.
who he is.
He's a
What's
he's
he
a
do?
conservative guy, and he's always saying outlandish things.
Oh.
But he was supposedly a comedian, and there's like a 10-minute thing of him berating his pregnant wife,
Oh.
which came out after I said he was a huge
Happens.
fucking douchebag,
Yeah.
and the people that work with him say he's a real asshole. But put yourself right there, buddy, in a boat. You don't have to do this.
Yeah.
Where do you set sail from? Like, I couldn't even tell you where on the map the Titanic would be located. Probably between Europe and
Alaska-ish.
America or something.
I thought there was there might be a map. Aha! I got it all for you here, Berlin. I'm your one-stop shop.
I said Alaska-ish.
Okay, so I can't see. It's too
Click
small.
on it.
There we go. I still can't see. It's from Polar Prince. You sail out here. That's 50 miles. Is that so? 50 miles. That's probably 500 miles maybe.
Off the coast
It's
of-
the
off the
coast of
coast of-
Newfoundland.
Which is
Canada.
the very northeast part of Canada. Up is that in the,
I mean, I
is
believe
that in the Arctic Circle? I don't,
You know,
Hit the
I
globe!
don't want to get into conspiracies, but I believe that it was a big, insurance deal, and they were trying to sink the ship, and they found like the deepest place in the ocean to do it,
and nobody could find it.
so nobody would
for
be able to.
75 years, somebody couldn't even think about finding it.
If you're gonna do something like that,
They're all dead long before.
oh, I mean, there's no investigation, right? There was no people scuba diving for clues, was there?
No, you can't go. You can't scuba dive.
You can't do it.
You can't do anything. Plus, how are you gonna? I can't
That's
believe
a pretty good crime, though.
I can't believe they found it anytime. 2 miles deep. How do you find that?
I don't understand because I remember when there was like the
Fishing
whole
pole with a magnet on it.
they have a Titanic exhibit at the museum, and I don't know if it's like a traveling exhibit or what, but
Yeah.
like they have they have random ass stuff from the Titanic. They say remember going as a little kid. Maybe my mind is not thinking right, but I remember they had like a giant staircase. Maybe they just recreated it. I don't know. It was like the giant gold staircase from the Titanic.
I don't think they've. Did they retrieve any? I don't think you can retrieve. They don't have
Big magnets, big fishing poles.
big fishing pole on a crane.
But I just remember we all went. It was our field trip. Oh, we're going to the Titanic Museum. Everyone, here's a card. Here's your name. Look and see if you died or not. Like, it was so stupid.
Yeah, I don't get it. Well,
Made a movie out of it and everything.
Yeah, they wouldn't have got anything because there's stuff there, so you must not be able to get it. The debris around the wreckage contains hundreds of thousands of items spilled from the ship as she sank.
It's
look at that big-
it's the
like-
9/11 of the old days.
but nobody was alive. That's going down. They just saw the movie. If it wasn't for the movie Titanic, I don't think anybody'd even be going fucking down here.
You're right.
Look. It's an old piece of junk. covered in crap. Oh my God, do you see this?
Someone tossed a mattress out.
Wow, so that's
look at
still
that
alive.
junk.
That mattress was preserved for 100 years.
I don't even know what
That's
I'm
it.
looking for.
That's the only 2 pictures I got. That's 250 G's and death. And your death as well. Man. So, I mean, so do you think, like, they have this whole monitoring system. So I would imagine, do you think, like, there's a way to monitor that from the boat? No, because they're just, once they go down, there's no communication. Is that it? I don't know.
No, they can because they have power, but if their power goes out, then they can't.
So I think if their power goes out, they know they're dead.
Right.
That they know the.
Well, they're
Well,
dead.
They may never even know. It'll be a couple years from now, they send another one down there, and they go, "Oh, there's a little bit of what they were
Right next to the Titanic.
next to the Titanic." Now you
No, a
charge,
double, 2
charge
for one.
$500,000 to go see that shit.
You get extra. They got extra money.
Oh, there'd be skeletons too.
Now they can make a movie about it.
Oh, that's
A Titanic Finder.
The Titanic sinker.
that's a pretty good movie though. Those six people trapped in a thing, unless they just immediately went.
Oh,
That's a
a
quick movie.
You can make it up.
That's a quick
James
movie.
Cameron should direct it.
Stupid ass people wanting to go look
What
at
was
junk.
the movie about the
Stupid ass people.
with Wilson? What's the Wilson guy?
Castaway.
No, the
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, where he was the sniper for the military when they did the submarine thing, and
Oh, Captain something?
Captain Sully or
No.
Captain Phillips.
Yeah, something like that. Captain Phillips. Yeah.
yeah, that was a terrible movie. I the whole time I was just like these Somalian pirates are in the right. It's a whole movie about them. Sniping these terrible people. I was like, they're in the right.
Didn't they? What they do? They came and screwed up their way of living or something.
Yes, the Somalian pirates have been just they're like the Americans have came over here and ruined our nation. Ruined everything by overfishing and dragging the nets on the bottom.
Yeah.
And so they're like, the only way we can live now is to go, steal the money off the boats that are destroying our world. And then we give them a bad name.
That is called moral equivalency. And that's the argument they use so that people never defend people who have been wronged seeking retribution. Because they don't ever do that. No, that's the worst thing you could do because they know that would be coming for them. So, no, it's moral equivalency. You can't, two wrongs don't make a right kind of deal. Yeah, I mean, and, imagine that for your whole existence and your ancestors' existence, you've lived off the sea, and just lived a simple life, and then these giant boats come and just destroy the bottom with their drag nets and throw half the fish away,
How
and
pissed
then
would
you
you
can't
be?
you can't live.
How
pissed would you?
angry.
You can't live. What do you
my
gotta
God.
figure out a whole new way to, for your society to live. So, but that's not understandable at all. I think it is.
I'm for the Somalian pirate.
Yeah, go to
You
the
should
movie
become
and
one.
go to the movie and boo every time. Boo. We want pirates.
Big Kahuna says, didn't Cartman move to Somalia to be a pirate?
He did.
Oh, yeah.
And Neil Tubal says, I'm not sure if bones could handle the density of water at that depth. So are you saying the bones would just
Dust.
turn to dust?
Yeah, we're gonna get a can and we're gonna stand on it and just touch it with a pen.
Angry
It
Ginger.
collapses.
Angry Ginger says those are photos from someone's aquarium. I think he's right. I think
Yeah,
he's
they,
right.
they haven't cleaned it in 8 months.
Oh, look at that. Look at this. Does that look like an aquarium photo to you?
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be one of those.
I took that earlier in my aquarium.
Yeah, I bet.
You could so easily fake that.
My fish's my big angelfish, his eyes like bulging out.
Oh, that's
It's not looking
a
good.
bad sign.
I didn't even know you
Bad.
had fish.
How long you had him? Like a year?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
All the other ones are
surprising.
doing great.
Surprising.
It's just he's got, he's had a bulging eye for like a month now, and I'm just like he's gonna be dead tomorrow, but he's not. He keeps on keeping
Slowly
on.
dying. Several wealthy family members, wanted to have the Titanic raised, afterwards. The Guggenheims, the Astors, and the Wideners.
Don't talk to me if your last name's Guggenheim.
But it was the lack of submarine technology.
What are you fucking talking about? It's like 1929, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They didn't
Oh,
have
back
fucking-
then.
They didn't have
They got a
submarines.
magnet on a fish pole. I'm telling you.
The project was soon abandoned as impractical, as the divers couldn't reach anywhere near the depth and where the pressure is 6,000 pounds.
How
per
far down
square
they
inch.
get? I wonder. Like, in 1929, like 300 feet. Well, no, this is fuck this.
1912. That's when it sunk.
Oh, that's even, there's
Yeah.
no way.
I mean, an air compressor is pushing like 300 pounds. Like is like a good one. Giant big air compressor, 300, 6,000. I can't even imagine.
My brain
pinhole.
can't understand that kind of stuff.
I mean, you took a needle and punctured the. It'd just be like. Oh,
Imagine
the
if-
pressure is insane.
So, like, if you're down there in that submarine and there was, like, just a pinhole,
Oh,
there's no way, like, it would collapse
I think it
immediately.
collapses immediately. 6,000 pounds.
So
I
there's
guess.
no couple seconds where there's water spurting in, and then they're all like,
I don't know. What do you does it? I think it's immediately right.
Yeah, I mean, a
We're not
pinhole,
sure.
but 6,000 pounds per inch. It's just. I mean, it would. That's what they use to like cut metal with. The water cutters.
Yeah.
You know how they use water to cut metal.
oh, yeah,
It'd be something like that. So
Oh,
go
yeah.
right through your skull.
Oh, my gosh. That, man, they should make a movie about
It
this.
comes right out. The guy goes right through the skull.
And nobody knows what
I'm
happens.
like, oh shit.
And while he's falling, it just cuts him more. It cuts him more.
And then
Chunk of your skull
So you
off.
try to plug it up, and it goes right through your hands.
Many schemes have been proposed to raise the Titanic, including filling the wreck with ping pong balls, injecting it with 180,000 tons of Vaseline.
I'm sorry, wait.
Yeah, I
what?
think the Vaseline came up with that idea.
Get rid of that extra Vaseline. Finally.
Like, I have an idea that will make me the most rich person that ever lived.
800 tons of Vaseline.
Or using 500,000 tons of liquid nitrogen.
Wait.
To
To do
encase it.
what?
You are using 500,000 tons of liquid nitrogen to encase it in an iceberg that would float to the surface.
Oh, that's like you coming up with an idea. Like, we'll fill it full of flowers from Tiger Lily's flowers.
That ought to do it.
To get the Titanic to come up to the surface?
Yeah.
The giant iceberg would float to the surface.
That sounds like a good idea.
However,
at
the
first
wreck-
I was like, no. And then I'm like, wait.
The wreck is too fragile to be raised and is now protected by a UNESCO convention.
Why?
You raise the Titanic, and then what do you do with it? Like, what the
Oh.
fuck is the
Here's
point?
a piece of
Because
junk.
nobody wants any of that. They just want maybe whatever money they can make
Whatever,
off of it. It's
artifacts,
down there.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you had the actual wreckage of the Titanic and clean it up all pretty, you'd make millions
yeah.
on the museum because people would mark
I
out
don't
to
think
that.
you could clean it up all pretty. I think you'd touch it and it'd disintegrate.
Metal. I don't know.
Gives
I don't know. It might.
fuck. Like, if they raised the Titanic and put it on shore and gave tours for it, like, I wouldn't pay a fucking goddamn dollar. to
Some
go
people
see
would.
it.
Some people would.
Why? What? Go back to the ping pong balls. Who thought of that? What is that? I mean, the ping pong balls would crumble.
I've seen that before, though. I've
When
seen
they-
them raise things with
That's
ping
true
pong
too.
balls.
The ping pong balls would immediately go, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I saw it, they were raising something from like 10 feet.
Yeah. There's no way the
I mean, they get 30 feet down, and the ping pong balls would.
ping pong ball whole monitoring
What
system.
What is the Vaseline gonna do though?
Vaseline float because it's oil based, petroleum based.
And they're gonna have a
greasy.
a Vaseline flamethrower. Like what?
This is the greasy Titanic.
How are they going to get enough? How many pounds of Vaseline was it? Or tons? Like 500,000
Half a
tons?
million tons.
1 million tons.
Doesn't even sound believable.
And we're gonna
It says
squirt it with Vaseline.
The bow is still recognizable with many preserved interiors. In contrast, the stern is completely ruined as the debris field around it, hit the bottom of the ocean.
Is it just a movie that makes it popular, or does anybody know the second biggest ship that ever sank?
I bet there's a lot of cool pirate ships that sank. You know.
Yeah. A lot cooler than that.
Lusitania sank in World War II. That was a big, like a cruise liner.
And
What's
only
the one
if
that-
they make a movie about it, will it be popular?
Yeah, no, we could give a shit about the Lusitania until you make a movie about it.
Isn't there one at Pearl Harbor that sunk?
I think
And
it's
it's
still
still leaking.
It's
oil?
still, and it's still like pieces of it are still out of the water, I believe, right?
Oh.
Because it's in the harbor. Well,
I've seen a video of that, and there's like a a small hole that's still leaking oil. They need the Flex Seal guy to go down there and slap up.
Oh, can you imagine if it worked? How great that would be.
The Edmund Fitzgerald.
I don't think they ever
that
found that. And that that's just in a lake. But those
What?
it's in one of the Great Lakes.
Really?
I mean, those
did you not
great-
find that.
Great. I mean, they're
I
deep.
know
They're
they're
deep.
gigantic.
Like they're really deep in some places.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's
if we
hard
found
to.
the Titanic, I think we could find something in a lake.
You'd think.
You
I don't
know,
think
but
they really care to find
It's like
the
the
Edmund
size of a
Fitzgerald.
state, Like you don't imagine
It's
how big
massive.
a lake like that
It's like
is.
an ocean. It's like an
It's
ocean.
like driving across Florida. It
Yeah.
takes
guess I
hours
don't.
and hours to go from one side to the other, especially in a boat.
It's crazy. It says here, British rescue mission for Titan blocked by U.S. officials. I don't know that. What's that mean?
What?
It says a team from the Deepwater Specialists Magellan Limited has been waiting to leave an airport in the Channel since 7 p.m. on Monday but approval for takeoff has yet to be received.
Can you imagine those people if they die in like a couple hours and it could have been saved by those people?
It says these people, they're Breton Hunchak, president of RMS Titanic, collaborated with Magellan and says the company has essential equipment and expertise to help locate the submersible.
And why don't they want him?
I don't know.
They must have wanted to
It's
kill
a guy
that
on
guy.
the dock with a big old fishing pole and big old magnet.
Big old magnet.
Just let me do it.
The American government has allegedly yet to authorize the team's request.
Maybe the billionaire on the submarine, they want him dead.
Piss somebody. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, he's going on a submersible. We got him. We fucking got him.
Yeah, and they're like, we can save him. They're like, no.
Imagine you're halfway down to the Titanic and the billionaire starts confessing a bunch of crazy shit to you as the crew member, and you're like, oh man, they're gonna
Pulls out
kill
a
us.
knife.
Yeah. You just hit the decompress button.
So the U.S. officials have said they would prefer to use a New York-based vessel capable of exploring 3,000 meters below the water, whereas Magellan's can plunge to depths of 5,000 meters.
So they'd prefer to use one, but they're not using either?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
I didn't know you needed permission to just be deep.
I know. It's like,
Right?
why do you need permission?
How deep are you going?
It seems like,
Hey, where are you guys going?
Deep.
Do people say that?
I mean,
How deep?
just go out there. What are they
Real
gonna? They're gonna get the Coast Guard out there and shoot you because you're trying to rescue somebody?
There's no laws at that depth, you know.
Yeah, it's international
That's-
waters.
They can't find
It's deep law.
another ship to rescue him. If you're down there committing crimes at 5,000 meters, nobody's gonna come down there and do shit about
No,
it.
ain't nobody
Of
coming
course,
down there and
Tracy's
shit about
barbed
it.
wire stop stick says they probably want a ton of money to do it. That's true.
They want something with the U.S. on the side of it to do it, not some other country.
USA.
I bet they don't want a ton of money. I mean, there's like, if you're like the CEO, and you see something like that, you're probably like, fuck, we could maybe help these people. I don't think they're negotiating. I mean, I could be naive, but I think sometimes in cases like this, people are like more, everybody's more than willing to help.
It's confusing because a lot of things like that, you're like, how much money does that cost? Like nothing. And then you figure out that it costs like $500,000 for one dive.
Yeah.
Because of the oxygen or whatever.
Maybe.
But
They're all debating on it because it's like, who wants to save the billionaire? I want to save the billionaire. I want to save the billionaire.
Yeah, we want to look. That the U.S.
Maybe
Who
he's going to give me a bunch of money.
Or they're like, who wants to risk their lives to do this? Not me.
you save a billionaire, he's not going to throw you no money.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think
how the billionaires become billionaires, by not giving their money away.
So he's getting in his limo, and you saved him. You shake his hand, and he slips you a 20, and you're like,
20, yeah.
fucking cocksucker.
Get yourself something nice here, chap.
You got to talk to him beforehand and get the money deal figured out before you rescue him.
Yeah.
Talk to his family.
Yeah.
So, do you want me
So I
to do
can
this
save
or
him
not?
for a price.
I think
Because if his family has, both of the families have all kinds of money. The one is one of the richest Pakistanis.
Well, I know.
So-
Imagine
If
that.
you're
You talk to
submarining,
the
I think you got
family,
money.
And
If
the
you're-
family would be going, go now, go now.
Or the
don't
the
wait.
one guy
Yeah.
billionaire's family is like, oh yeah, save him, please save him. Please die, please die. Get that inheritance.
I think to get in the submarine business, you got to be rich, right? Like you don't just I want to dive really far down in the ocean and almost die.
imagine the research, and what it takes to build one of those things takes years to figure out how,
I don't think
And to
there's many
develop their-
people that do it without
I mean,
just
the,
on their own. It's
well,
there's no
it's hard to do.
like the United States doesn't have like a United States submarine. There's not like an organization that is wealthy that does that type of stuff. I don't know.
I mean, the only reason they were able to see the Titanic for the first time wasn't it because of James Cameron.
I believe. Yeah.
So yeah, nobody else could. Well, we ain't got no money. Oh,
Why-
James Cameron.
Why didn't they call James Cameron to get these people out?
Yeah.
It says like
That's what you should hold up a sign and put that on the internet. Put it on as a meme, you know. Call James Cameron,
James
and everybody will
Cameron.
know what you mean.
It says the Titanic wreck is 3,800 meters down. So what did I say? The U.S. has a thing that'll go down 3,000 meters. Well, how's that going to do anything? If it's 800 more meters down.
Yeah, they got their fishing pole with a magnet on it.
That's a lot.
I don't know.
That's a lot of meters, 800 meters.
Yep, there they are. With their
Yeah,
binoculars.
we see them. We can't reach them though. 800 more. I thought nobody
They're
figured
night vision
and nobody
goggles.
did the math. Nobody did the simple math. I think you're right, baby. Like, we want credit for it. The government's battling for credit. No, we want to be the rescuing. Then they're just gonna die anyway.
What was the last submarine that went down? And they were thinking about inflatables and stuff. Like it was a whole ordeal, and they're like, how do we raise it to the surface? It was like a marine. Do you remember
I
that?
vaguely remember that. It was,
Vaguely.
What year was it?
And they talked about they went down there and they could hear them banging on the
it
walls.
was a
and
submarine,
stuff.
right?
Yeah.
It's a nuclear submarine. They never got him, did they? Yeah, it was like
They
it
kind of
was like this.
was like, oh, we're gonna do this, and then they just like left them to suffocate.
I think that's what they get a bunch of ships with a bunch of these submersibles, and then they talk about it, and they show video, but they don't ever do anything. Like, yeah, we can't really do anything. We're just
should have took my boat out there with something that looks like you can pull up a.
with a fishing pole and a magnet.
Meanwhile, the guy at the Vaseline company is like fuming.
I'm here again.
I got a tanker of
He
Vaseline.
shows up to every submarine that's been sunk. He's just like, we can fill it with Vaseline.
But nobody wants your fucking Vaseline, buddy.
Get out of here, Phil. But I got the
We can fill it with Vaseline.
So
The RMS Titanic Inc.,
Anyone else
carried
have
out
any
28
ideas? And they
dives
just see him in the
during-
background.
over which 800 artifacts were recovered. So they've been going down doing it.
but they don't. They're the ones that we won't let do it, right?
Yeah.
Is that the RMS Titanic Inc.?
I believe so.
Oh, is it?
I'm trying. When did they go down? When did they first go down? Because
I have
it
no
seemed like 96 hours. When was it? Like Sunday? I think it was like Sunday or something. So it's getting close to crunch time. I'm not seeing any.
Literally.
Yeah.
But
I'm not seeing any updates at all.
this
No updates that I'm seeing.
update at 3:55 a.m. today was the search is intensifying for the missing people.
Even though nobody's searching.
Intensify.
Real intense.
Maybe on the surface, that's their only hope. They're like,
Talking about it a
looking
lot.
for them on because they know there's nothing else they can do. So they're probably looking on the surface.
Well, they have, a lot of ways to get them up from the bottom. They said they can release weight. They have oxygen. They have There's 7 ways that they can get to the surface if they weren't smashed.
7 ways to get to if they weren't smashed. So they're smashed.
They keep
They're
saying
smashed.
they
They're
could be
smashed.
stuck in a fishing net or some entangled in the wreckage. They keep saying.
Yeah.
Ned's Navy says they just need to drop him a garden hose.
For real.
A 2-mile long garden hose.
You ain't sucking nothing to
We see that. Ned's Navy's obsessed with that experiment. You gotta do it. He's obsessed. He's got to know the answer.
He wants to know. You guys
It
said
says
you'd do it.
between. What does this mean? The vessel has between 70 and 96 hours of life support. Is that depending on how many people they kill?
Yeah, I imagine. Here's
Start strangling.
Can you imagine being in there with a dead person though, and you're still alive?
Oh, it's gonna start smelling after a couple days. Do you poop your pants when you die?
Oh, do you
you
poop
know,
your
I've
pants
always
in the
heard that.
submarine?
I mean, they're going to be down there for, could be down there for 3-4 days. And some guy's like, I got to shit. And you're like, no. And you just foul. So you got to smell this guy's shit the whole
I
time.
pooped like 6 or 7 times.
And all you're doing is smelling Trace's fart and poop.
I mean,
You
I
strangle
don't
him
poop when I
immediately.
travel, but when I'm nervous,
When I travel, I poop.
I think you don't tell anybody you're going to poop because if you're going to, they're going to preemptively kill you.
but
Yeah.
if there's
Before you poop.
but they said the mission is 10 hours. Someone has to pee at some point.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
somebody's peeing.
So there's so a normal mission without dying, there's 10 hours. So they have to have a bathroom.
No, you'd pee in a cup or something.
You have to have a
No.
bathroom. I'm sure it's big enough. This thing,
There's
even
no
though
bathroom.
it's
There's
small.
no bathroom in that.
You
thing.
hold
How
it.
is there no bathroom in a what?
Do you understand
That's
what
like
a submarine is? Like, you guys
Yeah.
are blowing my mind right
There's
now,
no-
saying there's a
There's
bathroom.
no
in there.
bathroom.
What? What are you talking
You see the
about?
size of that thing?
I
It's
know, but it's a 10-hour
literally
mission.
6 people closer than we are now in a pressure like fucking can.
I
Like,
know.
there's not
and then
anything
they,
close
And here's
to a
the master
bathroom.
bathroom. Two stalls. Two
Ridiculous.
stalls.
You guys are insane.
I'm not saying they have like a giant freaking stall with a toilet and a bidet. I'm saying they have to have. They have to have somewhere to poop.
They say go.
They say
go
don't
to the
poop.
bathroom before we
That's
get
what-
in this
that's what
fucking
they
vessel
say.
because it's gonna be insane. It's like going to the moon,
That's
except
exactly-
a lot
They
more
Yeah.
pressure.
have plenty of bathrooms on the space station and on those rocket ships.
Yeah, because they have to, because people are up there for extended. You have to go to the bathroom on the space station. You don't have to go to the bathroom on your 10-hour journey down to.
10
Yeah, and
hours?
it's a lot more
How do
pressure
you
too, as
keep-
well.
So it's
But what if you just have to go? Unless they have,
They might have-
unless they have some kind of protocol where no eating or drinking.
I was gonna say they might.
That's
have
probably
that.
what
I
it
bet they
is.
tell you not to eat or drink.
no eating
Man, I
or drinking
bet-
because you're not going to be able to go to
Yep.
the bathroom,
And
kind of thing.
At best, they would have a shower curtain and a
Clean-
pot.
no.
and
I'm
a Home
saying
Depot
not even
bucket.
that. Just like a little prison toilet, right in the corner, a little bucket. I don't know.
Yeah, they might have a bucket in the corner and a small curtain. I don't know. I think that they tell you not
Can
to
you
eat or
imagine
drink.
it's like, all right, everyone go to the bathroom? Yeah, no, I don't have to go. Yeah. And then as soon as you launch, like, oh, God, I have to pee.
Oh, that.
I wouldn't even go. Literally, I would say no. I can never go without peeing for 10 hours.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Nope.
Just not going to happen. Even if I haven't had a drink for 2 days, I guarantee I'm going to have to pee.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go. I don't know if this is legit. Here's a little clip about that submersible.
Pieces of this sub seemed improvised.
What?
I mean, is that all you need to hear? Piece of this sub seem improvised.
Look at those tape jobs.
Colored. They colored in arrows with a Sharpie.
This way. Turn it this way.
We can use these off-the-shelf components.
I got these from Camper.
Camper World. See, look how small. There's no bathroom here, Berlin. You can't even stand up. You can't even stand up.
Ew,
That's
That's even
disgusting.
worse.
Can't even, these people are sitting Indian style for 4 days waiting to die. Or else
Gosh, I can't even sit like that now.
I know.
Like, what is this guy? Is a yoga master?
Camper World. We run the whole thing with this game controller.
Come on!
It's
That's all you needed to know.
Let's go diving.
Let's go diving.
This says that
Oh my God.
they announced on Twitter earlier in June that it was relying on Elon Musk's Starlink to provide internet and communications connection during the expedition.
Elon sabotage.
Not clear whether the communications played any role in the submarine going missing. So Elon has a little something to do with it too.
I'm just surprised there's no updates, man. I guess they're
you
just
can't-
dead.
You
They're
can't blame
just
it on
dead.
Elon.
No.
You know, I mean, even if you were the internet supporting them, like, we've never done that before.
Oh shoot, my bad. We've never done what?
You know, ran internet 2 miles deep in the ocean.
How does it get? I mean, how does wireless get? I don't know nothing about wireless. How does it get 2 miles deep in the ocean?
Because it's wireless.
I guess water conducts good stuff. I don't know. I'm completely ignorant on that stuff.
A mothership can communicate with the submersible via text messages, which are exchanged via a US ultra-short baseline acoustic system. That's how, Trace.
Oh,
Duh.
well, I forgot
I-
about the acoustics.
I didn't understand a word she said. at all.
USBL, ultra-short baseline acoustic system.
There's no real requirements other than they have to pass a few physical requirements like being able to board small boats in active seas. That's about it. All they need.
Because you just sit in
Jump on
Indian, you
in.
sit in Indian style, and if something happens, you don't need
You're
any.
fucked.
You're fucked. So you don't need any physical skills other than to get off the boat and on the boat. All right, let's.
I mean, how small does that make you?
I mean, small.
6,000 pounds of pressure. Like,
I'd love
when
to-
it breaks in, do you just die, or do you shrink to like a person that's like this big?
I mean,
I would think it would just like kind of mutilate your body.
Yeah,
and
but
isn't that really interesting? And why, doesn't anybody know that? I'm sure people know, but why, that's not. You don't even know. How would you even find out what happens to you at that pressure?
that's what the head shrinkers did, man. You know the
They
people
put them on a
that-
fishing hook and
yeah,
drop
drop
them down.
them way down. That's the only way to shrink a head.
I don't think that's what they did.
I think that's what they
I
did.
think they.
I
they
think
got
they tied them to a rope.
I mean, how do you shrink a skull?
I don't know. They say they can't
They
figure
can't figure out
out
how they
did
shrunk
it,
the
right?
heads. I don't know.
So,
Those
I'm
Is that
sorry.
tribes
is that
that-
alien
What now?
technology?
There's tribes that would, make people's heads teeny tiny. They keep them on their keychain.
What?
On their keychain.
I don't think that
but,
small.
They'd shrink people's heads
I
down
know
to
they did
this
have
big.
shrink.
Yeah, they shrink them. Should I not Google how to shrink a head?
Yes, Google it.
How did they shrink heads?
They don't know. I'll tell you right now. They're like, we don't know how they shrunk the heads.
Oh, it says, how do I reduce the size of a header of a footer in an office? Not one thing about how to really shrink a head.
Doesn't exist. They don't know how they
They
did
don't
it.
want you to know. Obviously, I'm just going to move along from this subject before the police show up. How do you shrink a head?
You take it on a fishing pole.
Inkspike wants to know what they had keys to. They kept it on their
Keychain, their canoe chain.
Freak Show's got an update for you on the sub. Or fish food. That's the update.
On the
Wait, so who was this tribe? How long ago was this tribe? Where are the
they
shrunken
have
heads?
the shrinker.
You never heard about shrunken heads?
I don't know. I vaguely, is that one of our Halloween decorations?
I
Those
believe they were
Yeah.
island people.
Yeah, I think those are.
Yeah.
All right, maybe just shrunken heads.
what
No.
did you type?
People that live like that figure things
It
out.
says the Jivaroan people actually includes the Shuhar, the Akshuar, and all these tribes from Ecuador and Peru are known to keep shrunken human heads.
On their
The
keychain.
Jivaroan,
And they don't know how they shrunk 'em.
Ecuador, and Peru.
Maybe you boil it. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of.
I mean, what other means do they have?
You tie it to a big old fishing pole and drop it a mile down in the ocean.
You can compress it.
These tribes believed the purpose of shrinking a head was to acquire the soul of the slain individual.
I
The
mean,
mystery of the shrunken head.
only a couple times of doing it, you could figure out whether they acquired the soul or not. So. Did they? I
Maybe
assume
they
they
may-
didn't, but they just kept doing it.
They
Huh?
just kept doing it.
They don't tell you how they
that's-
shrunk them.
Keep
I
on
mean,
keeping out.
It says the mystery of the shrunken head, but I imagine I have to research this article. That's a big ass article, and I ain't looking at it. It doesn't have this going on.
It looks like they tied it to a fishing pole and
Okay,
dropped
so
it
there-
way deep.
There's a shrunken head right there.
I don't like it.
There's a shrunken head. I don't know how big it is.
I can't have no,
No
no
reference.
comparison.
It doesn't look.
It's teeny. I
Pleasant.
can tell.
It looks teeny. Oh well. We'll have to do some research on shrunken heads.
What are you looking on? Wikipedia or?
I just Googling shrunken heads. And then it said mystery of the shrunken heads, and I went to it. All right, let's take a break. We come back. We got a current event quiz coming up. Wang dang sweet poo tang. Be right back with more ClusterF.
Little song about prison rape.
Prison rape.
6 big black dudes raping me with no lube. Very dramatic.
That donut.
Hey, what's up? It's Ned. And it's time for another Neditorial. That's where I fill your brain's hungry truth hole with the large, girthy knowledge produced by my massive, undulating brain. God, here we go. I'm tired of everywhere I look on social media or the news. It's all about this Trump and Russia bullshit. I don't care if you're a Republican or Democrat. You probably don't even know what the fuck this whole Russian deal is about. Who knows? Who cares? All I know is that Robert Mueller guy spent like 2 or 3 years and millions of dollars to come and say, I can't say Trump did anything, but I can't say he didn't. Have a nice day. What an asshole. I do not care. I don't care about the third year of Russiagate. So what? The dirty Ruskies supposedly infiltrated our Facebook pages with fake stories about Hillary Clinton, and the average American was such a knuckle-dragging, mouth-breathing, Kardashian-loving, iPhone-obsessed dipshit that they believed it? 'Cause they believe everything on the internet. It's true. Shouldn't we quit investigating Trump and investigate how the average American became so fucking stupid? And what's the other theory? That Vladimir Putin somehow controls Trump because he's got a video of Russian hookers peeing on Donald? Big deal. I thought that's what billionaires did. Fly to Moscow and get peed on by Russian prostitutes. You're just jealous because the Donald has such a kick-ass bucket list. Get over it. Get a life. While you people are fixated on this nonsensical Russian bullshit, I'm imagining Melania riding Trump reverse cowgirl style in the Lincoln bedroom while Mike Pence reads Bible verses and masturbates with red, white, and blue hand lotion. And then Nancy Pelosi walks in wearing a dog collar, and she starts pegging Chuck Schumer with a MAGA vibrator that was made in China. Oh, God! Russia smusha. I'd rather think of AOC. Trying to fluff up Bernie Sanders' wrinkled old socialist noodle. Oh, God! Bad out!
Good morning, Vietnam! They found him swinging. Found him swinging. They found him swinging. They found him swinging.
I think I got a little preserved last night.
It was his fixation. Yes, it was strangulation. It was his fixation. Or was it masturbation? Yo, on a stool he climbed. He tied a noose with rope or twine. Was he depressed or was he bored? Was it suicide or was he watching porn? Strung up high, yeah, he was swinging stiff. He tied a good knot, yeah, the rope didn't slip. Mrs. Doubtfire was twitching and shaking. Feet off the ground, feel the suffocation. Come on, come on. Feel the suffocation. Come on, come on. It was his fixation. Yes, it was strangulation. It was his fixation. Or was it masturbation? Strangulation, that's not fun. More for more, why have you done this? Cops cut you down to remove you. Stiff and blue, you went cuckoo. Standing on a stool, yeah, he took a dive. Air was denied in a hearse ride. My money's on autoerotic asphyxiation. Feel the masturbation. Come on, come on. Feel it, feel it. Feel the masturbation. It was his fixation. Yes, it was strangulation. It was his fixation. Or was it masturbation?
Well, I can't do any more damage around this popsicle stand. I'm out of here!
2 young men, apparently dressed in long black trench coats, opened fire at a high school just outside of Denver.
The breaking news of a shooting at an elementary school in Newtown, Connecticut. And you heard that right. It is unthinkable. An elementary school.
At least 14 dead, 50 injured after a lone gunman opens fire in a theater outside of Denver, Colorado.
Yeah, we've all gone crazy. It's a purely American thing. On the news, Looney Tunes and their weapons go click, click, bang. C-O-C-K in the USA. C-O-C-K in the USA. C-O-C-K in the USA. Yeah, yeah. Cocking in the USA.
Police say this young couple came here hunting for police officers to kill, and they found them.
People killing their families, you know it is the latest trend. Sneak up on little Johnny and put a bullet inside his head. Gunning down people left and right. Hey, baby, wanna shoot some cops tonight? Kill some people at the movies, then commit suicide. Cocking in the USA.
Hi, Elliot Roger here. Tomorrow is the day of retribution. The day in which I will have my revenge against humanity.
People taking pills just to help them kill the pain.
A fatal shooting on the next to last day of school.
Popping Xanax and Prozac till they go insane. Naval Yard shooting, Fort Hood and Columbine, Aurora, Colorado. Don't forget Virginia Tech, a guy at Sandy Hook, more 27 kids down. Cocking in the USA. Hey, C-O-C-K in the USA. 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 Yeah, yeah. Cocking in the USA.
Tell me you love me. It's easy to say what's on your mind. Say it a million times. Tell me you love me. Love me, 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 love me,
As a parent, it's always one more. Kids, one more toy. Husband, one more minute.
Wellness finds
Suck our dicks! Yeah! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Yeah! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our
If you should go and leave me in the pale moonlight,
Welcome back to ClusterF. I'm gonna get my Wang Dang Sweet Poontang on. Is that what it is? Is it Wang Dang Sweet Poontang? Time for a current events quiz. Oh man, that stuff's out in the edition. Why is it out there? The kids were playing.
Did Cinco de Mayo quiz?
Did we do it out there? Man, that was a while ago. We ain't done a quiz in a while. Is she going to get that, or can someone go get the buzzers?
I'll text her because she's gonna be on the phone, so we have to wait for her anyway, right?
I thought she came in here. Well, was the phone ringing?
Like she's in here. She's like.
Yeah, but she walked in. Why? So why did
she's going to make a phone call.
Uh-huh. I was not informed of that. So. Oh, honey, baby.
Hi, this is Parker Edmondson, and I use my magnifying transmitter to stream ClusterF 24 hours a day.
Welcome back to ClusterF. Current events quiz coming up as soon as Donna gets back in here. Did you see the BB Rexa thing?
No.
Okay, BB Rexa. Make sure I got it. Nope, not there. Let's remember my BB Rexa. Nope. Here it is. Hang on a second. Let me get it. Here, she's in concert, and someone threw a phone at her. Bam!
Oh,
I mean,
damn!
Three stitches.
Oh my god!
I mean, this thing fucking nails her. What? Bam!
Oh. Jesus!
And she's like, I'm down and out. I'm down and out, man. 3 stitches. One more time. Bam!
Dang, that's who would throw their phone at a concert in the first place?
And so,
what is wrong with people?
Didn't we talk about that or no?
Yeah, well, I'm just going to say, what did I say yesterday? I said, you throw your phone at somebody, they're going to know who the fuck you are, right?
Yeah.
So, I think let's see, where is this guy? I got him somewhere. Here he is. They caught him.
Good. What an idiot.
He said he thought it would be funny if he
Oh.
hit her with his phone.
Well, that's not a good excuse.
And so he's been charged with 1 count of harassment, 1 count of aggravated harassment, 1 count of attempted assault, and hopefully, I mean, something will be. You just can't fucking throw your phone and hit people in the face.
He needs to get charged with all of that.
It's assault. I mean,
they need to nip that kind of concert behavior in the bud.
I think what we need to do they need to bring back just like short jail sentences. Like, back in Mayberry, you get in trouble, sheriff might lock you up for 3 days.
Yeah.
This guy needs to be locked up for
2 weeks.
Like 2 weeks. Not going to ruin his life, but it's going to teach him a lesson not to
ruin his life.
Yeah, it might ruin his life.
The trauma of being locked in a jail cell. I can just tell he's one of those people.
Couple weeks in a jail cell, and then next time you might not act like a jackass.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty simple stuff. We don't do that stuff at all anymore. Everybody gets a slap on the wrist, even if you're a rapist.
I don't know if you
you think you should be able to throw your phone willy nilly at somebody, give them 3 stitches, and face no repercussions.
Almost, it was kind of an accident.
He just said he thought
did
it
it
would
on
be funny
purpose.
to
He
hit
thought
her
it would be
throw
funny. How's that an accident? He said it'd be
mean-
funny to hit her with the phone, not throw the phone on stage, to hit her with it.
I mean, when you're you're a cocksucker if you're throwing your phone. Like, you just have
Well, there you go.
just no willy-nilly, just like money doesn't even matter about anything.
You're a stopped him dead in his tracks.
But you
text from the sheriff's department.
Yeah, what?
It looked like it,
Continue, sir. This is your story, buddy.
He acted like we were crazy.
I got a lot going on. But, you just throw your phone, you don't have pictures on there. You don't have nothing. You just like, fuck it. I mean, that's like $1,000 phone. Phones are like $1,000.
Yeah, because who's gonna, you're gonna really find it.
I thought it'd be funny.
I mean, I'm assuming he thinks it's gonna keep that Like I guess I'm sure it was an accident. He was not planning on hitting her in the face and giving her stitches. He was going to hit her in the chest, and it would fall to the ground, and she would pick it up and maybe take a selfie or something. That's what he's thinking. Tough shit.
Yeah.
You know.
They need to charge him because this is leading to the progression of concerts being miserable because people act like complete jackasses, and that's when people start getting killed and.
Now concerts are all about the people going to them.
Yeah.
It's not about the performance. It's about me at this performance.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me. Look where I am.
Yeah. And it's like the Taylor Swift concert is proof of that.
Oh, I can't even imagine what a nauseating place that would be as far as fans going,
And it's all about the Eras Tour is all about me and my outfit that I'm wearing to the Taylor Swift concert. And it's all about whether or not I can see who can figure out where Taylor's hiding. Like, that's like a whole big thing now. It's like, it's all about me taking pictures and getting pictures of Taylor.
Where is she hiding?
I don't know. There's like when they do stage changes and costume changes, like they'll put her in some ridiculously large supplies closet and like there's mops sticking out of it, and they pretend like it, and it's
I'm sorry I asked.
You asked.
I mean, it's a 3-hour concert experience.
I would love to go to the Taylor Swift concert.
She puts on and she does it in the rain, so she gets it.
Yeah.
Because people are like, did you see Taylor? That's the third concert that it's rained the whole concert, and she did the whole concert with all the concert changes and everything.
Go crazy for a Taylor Swift concert in the rain. That would be so fun to me. But, I mean, I would feel safe.
But you don't have $1,000.
But I don't have $1,500 to blow on some tickets.
I'm going to give you guys a little lesson in teamwork here. It's not easy to do things alone, but if everyone works together, even in the most dire of circumstances, miracles can be accomplished. Oh, maybe not.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
Man, look at that. A couple people didn't let go, man.
And now they died.
I mean, they were like 30 feet in the air, man.
Wait, what were they holding?
They're holding
like
down
tent.
a giant tent over a restaurant because the wind is blowing it away.
I mean, that person in the blue, where'd they
those
go?
people are dead, right?
I think
the guy in the
that guy.
Those guys are
that guy.
dead. That guy's
look at this
dead.
guy. Oh, that's broken legs at least.
Broken legs.
Broken legs.
Look at the person, the other one. The other one, though, look how far they go. I think they keep going.
This one?
Yeah, I don't think they let go at any point.
He's still in the sky.
How do you got to make a decision, and that's
but
it's
too
so
fast.
quick.
I think I'd be holding on.
You see,
I don't think I would have thought.
You gotta make a decision, and then when you don't make the decision to let go in half of a second,
Right.
you make the decision. Oh, if I can't let go because I'm gonna die, and you're
can
fucked.
you even
You're
think
fucked.
that fast?
You're
So
fucked.
don't let go or let
fucked.
go.
Oh.
The person in the blue is a mile away.
I'm trying to figure out where that person. Man,
just hold on.
I think she went over the roof. That person. Oh shit! Fuck.
And there's nothing going to cushion that fall
no.
either, except for
some chairs,
except for a post, a big old rod right through your.
That guy is still over the Pacific Ocean right now.
Oh my god. That's a bad one right there.
Ay, ay, ay. How do you spell ay, ay, ay?
Ay, 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 ay.
I keep trying
It's
to.
ay.
Why does that keep coming up? That's the guy from Power Rangers.
We'll
That
just
was
have to
the
watch
worst
it
show
and
in
put
the
closed,
history of
closed
horrible
captioning
acting.
on it.
I song by Vanessa D'Amato. AI. Let's listen to this
But
song.
I'm not
Let's see.
saying I. I guess
What are you
I
saying?
am.
I thought you were saying
No,
like.
I am saying that.
Ay.
I guess.
No, but you're saying ay.
But it's just running
Ay.
together.
Ay.
Because if you say ay.
Ay.
Okay. Oh. I spell it.
Ay.
Ay.
Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. I think there's no word, just na 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 and ay 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 ay.
Na na na.
I'm waiting for the I.
Current events quiz coming up. We got the buzzers. Are they working, Trace?
Oh yeah.
I think it should be called na 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 instead of ay ay ay.
Hey, give me a
na 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 na.
All right, she's not gonna say ay ay ay. I mean, this is a minute into it. She said nothing but na na na.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me see that pickle
Thanks a
Rick.
lot.
That
How much-
pickle
I mean,
Rick looks really good.
Thank you.
She said she half-assed it.
Oh.
Is that half-assing it?
Yeah. I really like when Bella and Harper look at all my paintings. Bella's just like, oh my God, I love what you've done with this one. I love this one. This is perfect. I'm like, thank you. We were painting the other day, and then after she had left, I had finished my painting, and that's when she said last night, when she saw it, she goes, I love how you finished this all. I just love it. Thank you. Thank you.
So she can give compliments. I need to look at these other ones from Dion's bathtub, these quizzes, and do one so that you can do one.
That's
I
right.
think that's why he sent them, so
I
that
think
you
it
can
is.
do a quiz, and then I forgot about them for a while, then I brought them over
You're
here.
a procrastinator.
Yeah. I just got so much other stuff I'm doing.
All right. Who usually wins these quizzes?
Me.
Sean
Never.
Raz says, it does look great. What shall I send you next? Think of something.
All right. Current event quiz. Let me get my score sheet ready.
3D print a Rick Sanchez keychain. I'll paint it. Put on my keychain. Pickle Rick. Rick not as pickle.
Yeah. Okay.
Trace usually comes out hot in the games, and he's
hot.
up
I
like
come in hot.
4-0.
4-0,
And then
I
I
lose
come up,
every
and then I
time.
come out
Loses
from the
every
back.
time.
I've never won, but I come in hot.
All right, here we go. Current event quiz number 1. Pope Francis recently underwent a successful 3-hour abdominal surgery that, according to the Vatican, was done to A, remove a crucifix from his rectum.
Yeah.
B,
All the above.
Yeah.
B, fix a suspected aneurysm. C, pump 3 liters of ejaculate from his stomach. D, correct a hernia.
Correct a hernia.
Are you purple?
Yeah.
You got a blue buzzer and a purple light. That's interesting. Oh no!
She's over there secretly squeezing buttons.
And Tracy, I got my finger on a button, and Tracy has to go.
And he thought he won. He thought he was getting ready to answer. Go ahead, babe.
Aneurysm.
Incorrect.
God damn it! I should have.
Oh God!
Trace.
The hernia.
Correct. To correct a hernia.
I don't think you can correct an aneurysm. I think it's like,
Yeah.
Well, you can.
Trace bolts out to the lead as usual.
Man, why didn't I just go with his? I was gonna go with it. Oh.
I felt like I was wrong as well. I was like, I'm glad she buzzed in. She's gonna steal my aneurysm idea.
1-0 Trace. He bursts out to the lead. Number 2, 288 people were killed and 803 were injured in a train crash in India on June 3rd. What caused the accident? Trace.
Train tracks.
Incorrect.
Nice
A,
try.
overloaded train cars with people on the roof tipped over in the Ganges River. B, the train derailed from massive amounts of human excrement on the tracks. C, the train conductor was high on hashish. D,
Definitely all the above.
D, an electronic signal error wrongly changed the tracks. Berlin.
The D wrongly changed tracks.
Correct.
Oh, no, it was all the above.
Berlin won. Trace won. 288 people killed. That's because they're all on the roof.
Yeah.
That's not a safe place to be in a train crash. Number 3. Donald Trump was indicted for illegally keeping classified documents. In a statement at Trump National Golf Club in New Jersey, he said, A, the Justice Department would lose bigly. B, Sleepy Joe had documents in his Corvette, but they were hidden by Hunter Biden's crack rocks.
Nice.
C, Joe Biden is the most corrupt president in American history. Or D, the prosecution.
D, the prosecution.
D, the prosecutor in this case looks like a pig.
Nah.
Incorrect. Turn it off, Trace. Donna.
Bigley.
Incorrect.
Ah, it's the other
Berlin.
one.
Joe Biden is the most corrupt president in the United
Joe
States.
Biden is the most corrupt president in American history. Yep.
I could see him saying Bigley, though.
I totally thought that was it, though.
I could see that too. They're gonna lose. I could also
I
see him
knew
say
it was
the
the Joe
prosecutor
Biden
in this case looks like looks like a pig. I can see that too.
Okay.
I thought it was D because I wouldn't think a president would say any of those things.
Right, they didn't used to. None of them have ever said the other ones are corrupt.
That's true. It's
So
true.
what is
Can
happening?
someone tell me what indicted means?
I think indicted means that you have to go to trial.
Yeah.
You're being charged and you're
I don't understand because they're like, oh, he's indicted. Oh, he's been charged. Okay, at what point are they guilty? What do they say that they've been guilty?
After the trial.
Okay, but what do they
found
say?
guilty.
They
What
say
the
he's been
process
found
is.
guilty.
Not now.
been,
No. He's-
sentenced.
I'm
or
just
found
saying in
guilty.
turn. I don't.
They found enough evidence to put him on trial. Is what an indictment is.
Okay, and like they keep saying like, oh, Brian Koberger, he's been charged with this, but charged with something doesn't mean you actually
Right.
get in jail. It means
No,
something.
no. They got to put you on
He
trial.
has to go to trial.
I
So
mean,
what
you might
is
be
it-
in jail, but you're in jail awaiting trial.
So charged with something doesn't mean you're guilty of
No,
something.
no.
So when they say when you're guilty of something, they will say this person is
When you're
guilty.
You'll see him go through the court process and the
the
trial
ju-
process.
and the
do
jury
you
will
not
say
get
you're
your
guilty.
money back when you're innocent? Like that
I know.
that always blew my mind. You know, how do you
Dang, they're
if you get charged, a cop pulls you over, thinks you're drinking or driving or something like that, and you're not, and you have to spend $20,000 to prove that you weren't. That cop just cost you $20,000 for no reason.
Sorry about
How do
that.
you not get your money back?
What if you? What's the answer?
So yeah.
The answer is, if it's a drinking and driving, it's usually you are guilty. You just had a good lawyer.
I know, but I'm saying like
But something
there's,
else
there's
I
many
can
other
understand.
cases, you know, that would be similar. Not,
I mean,
let's
you can
say something else.
Well, imagine you get
Yeah.
you get put on trial and you lose your job because it's a 6-week trial and they're like, sorry, buddy, you can't
For
take
murder,
You can't
you
take,
know,
you know.
you didn't.
Right.
You had, you know, you just happened to break up with a girlfriend who got killed by some murderer.
And
You know, and you have to spend $60,000
To
to
defend
prove that
yourself.
you didn't fucking kill this girl.
Because a good detective is trying to pin you because he needs a conviction.
And yeah, and you have to spend $60,000. You lose your job because everybody thinks you're a murderer. You have to spend $60,000 on a lawyer, and then they just say, "Wasn't you?" Yeah, no, that's
And-
all you get.
And nice knowing you, and you lost your job and lost everything maybe.
Yep.
I mean, I
You're
guarantee
$100,000 in the hole.
when a prosecutor, the DA comes in and he talks to the detective and they're like, yeah, we got this and this, but I just found this out and that doesn't look good. So you know what they say? They're like, well, we need to suppress that to make sure we convict this guy. They're not looking for the truth.
Yeah,
at
they're not.
all.
They really
it's
aren't.
not- their job is to fucking put people in jail, and if they don't do it, they put somebody else in here who'll put people in jail.
See, and that's hard to wrap your mind around too. Just
Yeah.
like politics, you know, it's just hard to wrap your mind. You you think, you know, maybe that does go on. Does it go on a lot? I don't know. It's hard to wrap my
It
mind
does. It
around
goes
that
on a
goes on a
lot.
lot. But maybe it does.
Have you ever heard of a case where someone is on trial and the prosecution goes, we just found evidence to exonerate him. The trial is over. It's never happened. I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Because they ain't looking to exonerate you.
Because it's a job like nobody gets.
It's a
I
job.
mean-
Like people
Just
really
like-
think that cops aren't normal people with a job. Like
Yeah,
that's
that's all they
all
are.
they
They're normal people with a
fucking
job.
are. They're not even. There's no higher standard. Like they're just a guy with a job that needs to do stuff.
That's to keep his job.
Yes.
He needs to do stuff to keep his job.
Well, just like we've said before, where it's like when someone goes and gives the oath and they say their stuff, then the next person goes, gives the oath. Nobody's ever been like, well,
Somebody is lying.
You're lying. One of you's lying.
One of you are swearing on the Bible, but you're lying. One of you.
Not one time is somebody going, well, I did it because I swore on the Bible and I have to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Not one time.
Maybe they
It's
did, but it doesn't make the news because that's not a story.
Why do you have to swear on the Bible if at the end they don't make you repent for lying? You should have to repent and be like, hey, now before this trial you swore on the Bible and now we've found that you've lied. You must repent.
You should be charged with perjury.
You should be charged with something on top of. Yeah.
Well, everybody
should be charged with lying on the Bible. Come on.
I'm saying. I mean, otherwise, do away with it. Is what I'm saying.
Next thing you know, she's gonna be in court lying on the Bible.
Yeah, for sure.
And then she's gonna.
Every person who has taken the witness stand and has been convicted is guilty of perjury.
Right.
But they don't get charged with that. I don't think they should. If you shoot somebody, they also give you some stupid gun charge. They'll always
why don't they charge you with perjury?
Yeah, why don't they charge you with perjury?
Well,
tack that shit on.
We can't say for sure that you're lying, so we can't say you're. But you've
I think
been
they can.
convicted.
If he's been convicted and he says he didn't do it, then he was lying.
Yeah.
All right. Did nobody got that one?
You fucking know.
About the
that went deep. That went deep.
Oh, the Sleepy Joe was the most correct.
I got it right.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Berlin 2, Trace 1, Donna nothing. Donna usually comes back though.
The only reason I know what acquit means is if the glove don't fit, you must acquit. Only reason I know it. That means you're innocent.
I think Ned's Navy got the first one and AJ got the second one.
Ned's Navy wants to know if Berlin's going to have a Ted Nugent. A Ted Nugent outburst.
Yeah, Berlin.
When the time comes.
My phone was dead yesterday, and Ned's Navy was texting me all
God, that
day.
was it.
You missed it, Berlin. It's coming. It's coming.
Ned's Navy threw a little fit, a hissy fit, because I wasn't texting him back.
Trace refuses to let. It's passed. It's passed. It's passed.
Did he talk at the same time?
Both times.
Both times.
I was trying it.
Well,
I was trying to throw Ned's Navy under the bus.
Why?
Would
he have a hissy fit
No,
about?
he was being cool. My phone was dead, and when I plugged it in and turned it back on, it was a whole thing from Ned's Navy about me not texting him back.
Okay, Berlin 2,
Boats.
Trace 1, Donna 0. In the fall,
Just go with my first instinct.
NASA will launch a spacecraft to explore an asteroid made out of what? A, diamonds. B, lithium. C, metal. D,
lithium.
Incorrect. D, adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome.
Incorrect.
Oh, would you make that up? What is
Metal.
that?
Metal is correct. Berlin 3. She takes a big lead, 3-1 to 0. Adrenochrome is the alleged substance that the elites get out of babies to keep them young and alive.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so that's what the South Park episode's about?
If it's about adrenochrome.
Well, I don't know, but the guy's like sucking on fetuses.
No, that might be the one where it was Christopher Reeves and they were doing stem cell. They were using stem cells to make him better, and he was sucking on fetuses. He's like all day long sucking the brains out of fetuses. All right, Berlin.
What is that? Christopher Reeves?
He was the original Superman in the movies.
Oh.
So he did several of them. He was quite famous.
And then he had a horse. He got thrown off a horse.
Thrown off a horse and broke his neck.
Was paralyzed and then died. Trace, Ned's Navy just needs some boat advice from Captain Trace.
I know. I was trying.
He got
to
a pontoon boat, so
he did. I'm over boat advice, man. I was helping some guy on a pontoon all day yesterday. He was stranded. It was a whole big ordeal.
He's just a good Samaritan out on the water.
You mean you were out helping someone?
Yeah, me and Bella went to Gant Lake yesterday on my old boat, and it was running fucking like a champ, like never before. And, this guy went out with us. I was having a little bit of issues at one point, and he was like...
it was running. I thought it was running like a champ.
No, I just
was it running like a champ, or were you having
issues? Gear at one point, but I ended up getting it into gear. And this guy, this guy comes out with 2 kids about Bella's age, and his wife is, kind of
mad that she had to go out on the pontoon.
Yes,
boat?
that is exactly the words I was looking for. And she's all upset. These kids are slathered with sunscreen and just in these life jackets that make them look stupid. Meanwhile, I'm just kicked back in the front on my bow rider while Bella's driving the boat.
She's a pretty good driver.
She was a damn good driver. I mean, she drove I didn't, except for when we pulled back up to the dock and I had to put it on the trailer. She drove the whole time.
I could see her being like, "Why aren't you guys having any fun?" Huh?
They were out there and they were stalling it. The guy had just bought a 24-foot pontoon boat. And we had great conversation, obviously. We're in very similar situations.
Yeah.
He's talking about a 24-foot pontoon that he just bought.
Trace is like, oh, tell me more. It's like
Tell me more.
It's like porn. Oh, a little more, buddy.
And we went out in the middle and just parked it. And she's just like, Bella was like, I'm going to go to the front and do a front flip and show off in front of these little babies.
Did she?
Yeah.
You let her do a flip in
We
the
took
gantlet?
Rosie and everything. We all three
my
went
God.
swimming in Gantlet.
I think Rosie's attracting gators.
Rosie, a dog. Wow.
I know. We threw her right in the boat when she jumped off, but
okay.
I jumped in right after.
Man, that's dangerous. What if you got eaten by a gator? Then Bella's left in the water.
Well, I don't care about anything. I'm dead. I'm eaten by a gator.
She's pulling that thing up to the shore. She's getting out of
No,
there.
you go. We were out there doing 40 miles an hour in this boat, doing circles, and then we parked in the middle. All the gators are scared off at that. We just park in the middle.
When we saw this on the news the other day, when your kid's 14, then you can get drunk on your boat, and your 14-year-old can legally drive you in.
Or 6.
They say Have you taught her don't turn sharp and stuff like that? You should at least tell her that.
You got to figure that out on your own.
I mean, there was a kid yesterday. It was on the news. First of all, there was on a lake on Lake Tarpon, a 54-year-old man. He went out on his boat by himself. Never came back. They found his boat. He crashed into a dock.
Because he was drunk.
He was drunk. He was drunk. He crashed into a dock, and he never came back. He died. And then some kids, 15-year-olds, were on jet ski. One was driving.
We're on jet ski.
He was on a jet ski. He had no life jacket on. No life jacket.
Nope.
And his passenger had a life jacket. And he didn't they say he was made a quick turn?
You know how you do a jet ski, you do a quick, but he threw them
they
both
both
off.
got thrown off. The kid with the life jacket on lived, and
swam
they
to
never
shore?
found the driver.
That sucks.
Being a passenger on a jet ski is the worst thing
Why?
ever.
Why don't they put handles? Why don't they just put handles?
It's literally the worst thing you'll ever do.
It is.
I'm a fan of boats and boating and jet skis, but being that passenger just sucks so
Especially
bad.
with someone that doesn't, you can't make a sharp turn. I've got nowhere to hold on. It's like being on a golf cart. They give you a handle that's this.
The jet skis
tall.
have no handles.
Right.
They should just
a
give
golf
you.
cart's way better.
I've always thought, on a motorcycle, they got the little thing back there, and you hold on like this. It's like you have no power to do anything like this.
Oh my
You ever seen a
gosh.
fireman carry somebody out of a burning building like this? So, one time I was riding with Bubba up in the Panhandle. We were doing a live thing up there.
Nuts to butts.
Oh my God. Because him, he's like trying to make you think like you're gonna die the whole time. He's like, I'm not. I was like, I don't give a shit.
I
got
know.
my arms around like this.
I've always. I'm like, I don't care. Whoever this is, I'm holding on for dear life because I'm not dying just because I'm trying to be cool, not hold on to the person in front of me. Like, just hold on. But plenty of guys won't. They refuse to hold on.
Yeah,
And
for
so
sure.
it's like, just make handles. I can't
They should-
believe we
like I
didn't
said,
dive
there's a couple handles
tubing in
right
middle
there,
school.
A couple handles.
Yeah, at Dylan's.
Oh my God!
And
Getting
marinas.
thrown off a tube is violent.
Man, and we would have 3 tow ropes going, 2 tubes,
Oh my
giant
God.
tubes, and someone on a wakeboard. One person be trying to hop over the other lines with a wakeboard, and he got his legs sliced. That was,
Yeah, your mom's glad she never saw any of that. She just.
that was
yeah,
that was
these are nightmare stories
They
to
would be
my mom.
that was the best. I mean, it was the most fun summer of all time. We tubed like every day. It felt like.
Yeah, I've done that on Lake Pageant,
Mhm.
but then one day I fell over the front of the tube and then got stuck on the line under the tube, and I just I was just getting there was no strength in me to pull. I was just getting drugged for like 20 seconds, and nobody saw that I was over the front line. It was weird, and I had a bunch of stomach issues, and it was weird.
That's good.
It blew.
And when you like crash on the wakeboard, like you hit the water as hard as possible in the wakeboard, and you just lay there like
it hurts.
I'm about to die.
But you don't.
Berlin 3, Trace 1, Donna 0.
We're doing a quiz.
Number 5.
Ow!
Starbucks. All right, we gotta hear it.
Sweet when she yanks on my meat.
That's the only word she knows in the song.
Yanks on my
It's the
meat.
only word she knows.
I remember I learned them last time, and then I forget what he said.
Oh, we need to get a picture of her costume so we can put it up. It was such a good costume. She dressed as Ted Nugent last year. All right, number 5. Starbucks expanded its menu to offer drinks made with this controversial ingredient.
Olive oil.
Incorrect. Berlin is making you guys look
Olive oil.
stupid.
Who wants olive oil?
I don't understand why
Making you
they
look stupid.
Why would you want olive oil in your drink?
To be healthy.
Olive
or something.
oil.
Something stupid.
All right. Berlin.
Instead of what? What do you mean to be healthy?
Just to add on
Just
to
to
it.
add on to it.
Oh.
Like an add.
I think it was because it was something like, the Italians drink a little teaspoon of olive oil sometimes, and they're like, let's pour a whole cup in here, and people were shitting their pants.
I think I've been to Starbucks at an airport one time because I needed a coffee at a fucking airport. I've never been to Starbucks. I will never go to. I could give a fuck about buying your overpriced coffee. I couldn't
I
care
went
less.
through the drive-thru once and I got didn't they have some kind of health drink? Some weird healthy drink.
They got everything. They got all
It
kinds of
was
stuff.
disgusting.
What
I
kind
did
of
not drink it.
school did I go to where they would just take us to Starbucks every once in a while, and every kid in my class just happened to have enough money on them to buy Starbucks? Like that was the most.
And Trace never did.
I was 16 years old. I didn't have a job, and I didn't have any. Where would I get money to buy? She'd just take us there, and I was like, everybody buy these coffees, and I'd go up and order one, and they'd be like, well, that's $8.99, and I was like, I got a nickel. Like, what? I mean, I didn't have. How did all these kids have $8? Just happen to have $8 in their pocket
Because their parents were rich.
Yeah,
Their parents were rich.
But where do they get that money? Their parents just gave them.
Yeah, what are you talking
Trace
about?
acts like you guys never
I
gave him
know.
a
He
dime.
always
Acts
acts
No,
like
but
that.
I'm saying that they didn't
He
say
was
they were
dirt
going.
poor.
I'd give him
Their
money until I'd figure out that he was, buying weed with it or some shit like.
Yeah, that'd be like all these kids. The other kids would be probably like, and out of nowhere, Trace would just have $20 and he'd buy drugs. What kind of school did I go to?
I'm just saying there was no notice that we were going to Starbucks that day.
Their parents
They just
probably
happened
gave
to
them
have
$100 a week allowance,
Yeah.
and so they always had money. There were a bunch of rich fucks.
I mean, I'd go to Sonic after school.
I would do it, I'd be like, Mom, can I get $5? So I'm, because I'm thinking about going to Sonic after school today.
Okay, and I'm sure the kids did the same thing.
But
I would try to give him a public. I'll give him a Publix gift card because there's a Publix right there by school, and then he can go over there and buy some lunch. And then I'd find out he was trading the Publix gift card for drugs or
we would go
whatever.
over there and make bombs.
Oh,
No, we'd use baking soda and vinegar and stuff and make these home, good old fun, that's
fashion,
good
white
old fashioned
trash fun.
blowing up stuff.
Berlin
fun.
4, Trace 1, Donna 0 at the Tony Awards. D-list actress Danae Benton referred to... let me do that again. D-list actress Danae Benton referred to Ron DeSantis as A, Hitler's long-lost grandson, B, the Massa of Disaster, C, the Grand Wizard of Florida, D,
The Massa of Disaster.
incorrect, D, a Dixieland dickhead. Who's up?
the Grand Wizard of Florida.
Correct.
Oh, my
Donna's on the
Lanta.
board. She's on the board. Donna
I'm
won.
trying to turn the thing off, and she's just like, she got too distracted.
I didn't know you were trying to turn it off. I thought you were trying to press your button too. So who is she? I never heard of her because she's a D-list.
Oh, it's the Tony Awards. It's Broadway. You'll never hear of any of them. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 answers on this one. It goes up to E. So here we go. A powerful cyclone hit Myanmar last month. What was its name? A, Coca, B, Mocha, C, Okra, D, Oprah, or E, Cloaca?
Cloaca.
Incorrect.
Can you say them again, please?
A, Coca, B, Mocha, C, Okra, D, Oprah.
A.
Coca. Incorrect.
I'm trying. It won't let me.
Berlin.
Berlin.
Okra.
Incorrect.
Mocha.
Mocha. Okra. Yes, they love okra in Myanmar. All right,
they?
no.
I don't know.
No, they love mocha.
They love mocha.
Love mocha.
So it's
Living la vida mocha.
Living la vida okra.
Berlin 4, Donna 1, Trace 1. Trace is really living La Vida Mocha. I think he is. He's the poster child for living La Vida Mocha. At the end of a speech last week, Joe Biden concluded with A, Afghanistan, Bananistan. B, you scream, I scream, we all, never mind. C, that guy's a 2-bit pony soldier.
That guy's a 2-bit pony soldier. You can't make that up.
Incorrect. D, long live the queen.
Yep. Long
Damn
live
it,
the
it
queen.
was
Long live the queen is correct.
Why did he say that?
Because he's insane.
I mean,
his brain is melting. I was hoping it was Afghanistan, Bananistan.
We got Berlin 4, Donna 2, Trace 1. Here we go. At the new Disney Pixar movie, Elemental,
never heard of it.
features a character who A,
Bisexual.
incorrect. The new Disney Pixar movie Elemental features a character who A, tackles racism and xenophobia, B, is non-binary, C, uses they them pronouns, or D, all of the above.
Oh,
non-binary.
Incorrect.
All of the above.
Correct.
All that.
He's a non-binary, uses they them pronouns, and he tackles racism and xenophobia.
I just want a kids movie.
And they keep blaming Disney for that. It's like, that's our government.
Yeah, it's all a
They
scam.
are in with Disney. Disney's got all the fucking money in the world, so they're in. And they use these companies. How else can they get their, stupid bullshit out if they don't have all these rich people working in tandem with them to help them get the bullshit out?
Same deal with Bud Light. #1 beer in the world is not anymore, and they knew that would happen when they did this. There's no,
and they paid them enough money to make it worth their while.
Or they own all the beer. so they can do that with Bud Light, and then they own
Another
the rest
brand.
of the fucking beer. So
Yeah.
everybody's just not getting Bud Light and buying their other products. It might have been good for them that people are gonna stop buying Bud Light and buying our other shitty products.
Well, the government, they passed, I don't know who instituted this, but now all companies have to have equity, diversity, inclusion, so like an EDI score. And if you don't have, so you have to do this stuff like Bud Light and Target, they have to do this trans stuff and pride stuff. And if you don't, the giant hedge funds will not invest with you.
Really? And why do they have to do any of that? You don't have to do any of it.
Because the government wants to promote racism.
And it's fucked too. I was watching this guy, and he was just like, I don't really work. I don't have a job. I just get jobs for like a week, and then I sue the company.
Oh,
I've seen that.
We talked about it, and he's just like, I work for a week, and just, the people I'm working with will say some jokingly racist stuff or whatever, and I just sue the company for it. And I don't, I make like $10,000 to $40,000 for each of these lawsuits.
Yeah, if you work for a big company, they don't, they just want to settle because it's pretty easy if you're looking for it.
Yeah, he's like,
you can even set people up for it.
He was like, I just work. It's just jokes. I'm just they don't mean no harm. They don't mean anything. It's just jokes that two dudes messing around making some jokes, but I can sue the company over it. Boo.
It's a great we're really turning this country around. We're doing great. All right, it's Berlin 4, Donna 2, Trace 2. Still time. Anybody's ball game. 4 questions left. Number 10, at a recent presidential at a recent presidential event, a transgender influencer was banned from the White House for
going topless.
Correct.
Ooh, ooh.
Berlin 5. She's up on her current events.
Yeah, I was going to say it, but...
Last chance for you guys.
I'm waiting for the submarine question.
What were some of your answers?
It wasn't anything exciting on that one.
Okay.
All right, number 11. NASA's new name for UFOs is UAPs. UAP stands for A, unusual aerial paranormality. B, unidentified anti-gravity paradox. C, unidentified anomalous phenomena.
That one.
Correct. Unidentified anomalous phenomena.
Why?
Why what?
Why would they change that?
To be assholes. Just for some reason that is not a reason that makes sense. They're just doing it to fucking manipulate you somehow.
Your theory, I just can't get over your theory of the alien. We're just gonna use aliens as an excuse to take everything. That's what it is.
Martial law immediately. The aliens, did you see what they did to San Diego? They blew up San Diego. Government's going to blow up San Diego, say it was aliens, man, to keep us all under lock and key. Well,
I thought there was something going on in San Diego.
I just picked it. They'll probably blow up 6 cities around the world, and go, wow, the aliens mean business, and they tell us we got to do this, and you got to do that, and listen to us.
Yeah.
Boo. All right. Trace, you could tie Berlin.
3, right?
You got 3. It's 5 to 3 to 2. Recently, California Governor Gavin Newsom called Ron DeSantis A cherubic mental midget, B, a pathetic fascist bigot, C, a bloated tyrannical zealot, or D, a small pathetic man.
That was me, a small pathetic man.
Donna. 3 to 5. Here we go. Michael Jordan just recently sold his stake in the Charlotte Hornets, which he purchased for $275 million. How much did he sell it for?
I don't even want to know. $1 trillion.
A, $3 billion. B, $80 million. C, $1 billion. Or D, $800 million.
$800 million.
And who's that? Donna.
Trace. It was Trace.
Oh, he's blue. Okay, incorrect.
$2 billion.
It's not even on the map. So it's definitely wrong. Donna.
$1 billion.
Incorrect. Nobody got it. $3 billion.
Wow.
$3 billion.
Who bought that?
of some other asshole billionaire.
Yeah.
How much did he buy it for?
200. He bought his majority stake in the Hornets for $275 million.
So he only sold his stake
His
in it?
majority stake, so at least 51%. So these teams, baseball. I don't know about hockey, but baseball, football, they're all $1 billion. They're all of them are at least $1 billion.
Well, the documentary on Michael Jordan was less fascinating because it wasn't just like. I just want to know what he does like on a regular basis.
I
like,
was literally thinking that yesterday. Like, what does Michael Jordan
just like
do?
follow him around with a camera for one day.
700 million. Or sorry, 700 million is how much he bought it for.
275 million.
200.
That's how much he initially bought it for.
Yes.
Oh my land.
He made a 2.75 billion profit.
Wow.
The Dallas Cowboys are worth $8 billion. It's fucking ridiculous. Stupid ridiculous.
All right, next question.
That was it.
Oh, who won?
Berlin wins 5-3 to 3. 5-3 to 3. Alrighty.
Man.
I'm drained after that.
So Michael Jordan needed to make more money, huh? He just gets richer and richer.
Some people are just blessed. Well, when you have $275 million to invest, sometimes you make a good investment. All right, we'll be right back with more ClusterF. Whoa, get rid of the Ted Nugent.
Why?
The ganja. Legalize the ganja. It's a no net Ned. Here we go. Legalize the ganja. Don't believe their claims. Thousands die from legal pills, but yet it's pot they blame. You can get drunk and die on wine, but you can't die from weed. Makes you feel warm and fuzzy, cause it gives you the munchies. It's the ganja. Legalize the ganja. It just makes you want to eat some ice cream. Ooh. I said, pass the THC. Legalize the ganja. Please don't be afraid. It's just a plant grows from a seed. It's naturally homemade. It doesn't have a lethal dose. On that we can agree. And if you take a big puff, a good time is guaranteed. It's the ganja. Legalize the ganja. Won't you please pass the jelly beans? Ooh. I want to smoke some green. Yeah. I'm breaking it down. This is the acoustic version, huh? Yes, it is. I'm at the grand piano right now. Tickle the ivory. Here we go. I'm breaking it down. And when you're high, you never like a drunk who gets loud. So loud. So loud. Oh, no, I messed it up. It's okay, buddy. You know where you are? Where? You're on the ganja, baby. And you're getting high. Legalize the ganja, let's have a big parade. Take a hit of that cannabis and your troubles will fade. If you have a hunger for THC, you can take it medicinally. You can have everything you want, but you better not take my weed. It's the ganja. Legalize the ganja, let's head down to the Tasty Freeze. Ooh. I'm gonna cough and wheeze. It's the ganja. Legalize the ganja. Won't you please pass the jelly beans? Ooh. I'm gonna smoke some weed. Vote yes on 2, people. Vote.
Well, I respect other fighters, so I'm just saying that Hoist Gracie is a friend of mine, and if anyone's going to talk smack about him, I could really actually be elevated to throw fists in here. And being I'm not kidding, bro. I don't have the lucky elbow strike tattoo for nothing, I've knocked a lot of grills out.
Rich, what does that mean? What does a lucky?
He's got a 4-leaf clover on his elbow. Man.
What does that mean?
It's like his lucky charm.
That means I knock people in the face with it. And it's
I just
Jam was kung fu fighting.
I teach martial art.
Or was he fucking lying?
Been doing it for 32 years.
His outburst was a little bit frightening.
Dude, I've beaten so many people up.
Rich Franklin he was despising.
Dude, I have had many fights.
He was fucking saying things from fucking crazy town. He was making things up He was getting so clowned. Has a brown belt in martial arts. Or did he buy it at Walmart? If he keeps talking that shit, he will get his old ass kicked. Jimmy Jam was kung fu fighting.
Ask me some technical questions.
Or was he fucking lying? Jimmy Jam's bullshit was flying.
Dude, I'm a disc jockey.
In turns he was blindsiding.
I'm a disc jockey.
Has a tattoo on his skin. Says he's a champion. He says, let's do some Muay Thai. Hui ha! I'm number one. But he is just a DJ man. No, he ain't no Jackie Chan. There ain't no asses to be kicked. Cause he's working where girls strip. Jimmy Jam was kung fu fighting.
I know go MC a bikini contest that I
Or was it fucking lying?
fought in jiu-jitsu tournaments.
Jimmy Jam's bullshit was flying.
Jimmy, we're trying to find your fucking credentials. We can't find any.
Turns he was blindsided.
I'll tell you what, I'm a teacher and I fought in jiu-jitsu tournaments.
I don't know what you've done,
I've never
Jimmy.
done UFC fighting. All right? I've been in hundreds of street fights.
Jimmy,
all right?
Jimmy, let Rich
Let's
answer.
get on the ground. Let's roll. I don't give a shit.
Throwing
Throw
shit.
a right hand sucker punch at me and I'll show you in slow motion.
Okay, go.
No. He got elevated to the point to throw some chokeholds up in this mofo.
Jimmy Jam was kung fu fighting. Or was he fucking lying? The Jimmy Jam bullshit was flying.
Jimmy!
He attacked him.
May I have your attention, please? Will the real Kim's baby please stand up? Will the real Kim's baby please stand up? We're gonna have a problem here.
Y'all act like you never seen a damn newborn before. Jaws all on the floor like Kim Kardashian isn't a whore. She's worse than a dumb bitch from the Jersey Shore. And Kanye's a bore interrupting Taylor's a whore. She got famous from the sex tape. Oh wait, no wait, you're kidding. Don't you have to be famous to have a sex tape? And Nicole Simpson said, nothing, you idiot. OJ killed her and Kim's dad got him off. Ignorant women love stupid Kim. Stupid, fat, mindless bimbos. Go to the gym. Look at Kim. Walking around flashing her big rear end thinking that she's who's who. Yeah, but she's so rich though. Yeah, I heard that Kim's big cooch probably needs a big douche. She's on tape blowing a D-list rapper in her bedroom. I'd rather have sex with a tranny at the Red Room. That skank Kim, I'd rather hump a dead moose. Kanye is such a dick. Kanye is such a dick. And kicking him in the balls is on the top of my bucket list. And now these two idiots are having a little kid. I bet Ray J knows exactly where her clitoris is. Of course they're gonna get a divorce by the time the kid's in the 4th grade. They're insufferable assholes, aren't they? Listen to Kanye ramble. Sippy and cannabis and Kim's implants are the size of cantaloupes. I wish Kanye would have a fucking stroke and fucking choke. Then he and Kim would lose it all and they'd be fucking broke. They're like a case of the crabs with no antidote. I'm sick of these two assholes. Sing the chorus and it go. I'm Kim's baby and I'm so irritating. And just like mom and dad, I'll be so nauseating. So won't the real Kim's baby please shut up? Please shut up. Please shut up. I'm Kim's baby and I'm so irritating. And just like mom and dad, I'll be so nauseating. So won't the real Kim's baby please shut up? Please shut up. Please shut up. Kim and Kanye don't have to lift a finger to make their millions.
new
But we
Heineken.
do. So fuck him and fuck her too. You think she's great cause she's got a big fanny? Wait till that thing drags on the floor when she's a granny. But Kim was a little kid. Won't that be weird? I hear Kanye likes fish sticks. Maybe he's a queer. It's not so weird to find the Kim's his beard. These two douchebags, who fucking cares? Kim or Kanye, which asshole is worse? Both their heads so big they're about to fucking burst. Too dumb to teach a kid their ABCs. Kanye's cute but he raps like Christopher Reeve. These two shallow pricks give me the dry heaves. And Kim's bare ass is probably full of cottage cheese. I'm sick of Chloe and Kim and Courtney. All they do is annoy me. So I've been sent here to destroy you. Isn't there anyone just like me who wants Kim and Kanye to get hit by a truck like me? Now your new baby is trying to say something. He says my mom's a whore, so you can just fight me. I'm Kim's baby and I'm so irritating. And just like mom and dad, I'll be so nauseating. So won't the real Kim's baby please shut up? Please shut up. Please shut up. I'm Kim's baby and I'm so irritating. And just like mom and dad, I'll be so nauseating. So won't the real Kim's baby please shut up? Please shut up. Please shut up.
You gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty. You gotta get swifty. Oh yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor. Time to get swifty in here. Gotta shit on the floor. I'm Mr. Bulldog.
Welcome back to ClusterF. Got a brand new episode of Father Pedophile on ClusterFshow.com, VIP section. Check it out. Here's something for you ladies out there. You're finally getting even. You're finally getting a little payback. It says male eating disorders are on the rise, and research indicates it's linked to porn.
Start over again.
Say what?
It says male eating disorders are on the rise, and research shows it's linked to porn.
Yeah, I got myself one. I just can't. I don't eat as much as I used to, and now I'm all skinny. And,
Are they're not eating because they're addicted to porn and they can't stop watching it? Is that what that means? I don't understand.
I'm trying to figure it out. It's seen as a part of compulsive sexual behavior, a severe impulse control disorder. Problematic porn use can potentially fuel eating disorders by presenting unrealistic body ideals and by internalizing self-objectification. Well, it sounds like a bunch of bullshit. You see a bunch of ripped guys with big penises and six-packs, and I guess you feel bad about yourself. That's all you see all day long.
That's what I think of myself right there.
He's ripped all day long. You
just jacked.
You just watching.
Ripped. Huge.
Trace. 11 inches.
No, what?
That was bad timing. That was bad timing.
But I saw the measuring tape on that guy.
Good timing. All right. Right here.
Oh, he's got like 14 inches going.
Is it? How about 10?
9.5. Ah, you beat me just a little bit. Let's do another one.
Okay.
21.
21 inches.
I'm short. I'm thinking I'm short.
18 and a half, 19.
Ah,
yeah.
So who won the first one? Me?
You and then me.
We
got to do a tiebreaker right here.
Tiebreaker.
Oh, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
30.
It's 30 inches. It's the game that's sweeping the country. How many inches?
Oh, I'm short. I feel I was short.
Hang on. Okay.
30.
Woo! What was I at?
33.
It's coming to NBC this fall. How many inches? People cannot get enough of it. The guys are watching porn all day. Now they're anorexic because they see all these.
Sounds like a bunch of sissy shit.
They see all these guys on GHB and Viagra all day long, and then they. Yeah.
I just, I don't have that mindset, I guess, but I say the same thing about the girls. And they see the magazines with the Photoshop girls, and they want to kill themselves. Well, maybe you should realize that that's Photoshopped, and maybe you should realize that those guys get paid to do that. That's not
you're
you.
Talking the average person. The average person, not too savvy and not too bright. Here's a Trump. Trump's. Where is this Christian missionary?
Is he running again?
Yeah.
While in prison?
Oh, he's running.
Like
he's got 54%, and DeSantis has like 14. He's like killing in the polls. He's killing DeSantis.
Can you be elected if you're incarcerated?
That's a good question.
Pardon yourself.
You could pardon yourself, I believe. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good
Who's
one.
Andrew Tate?
Oh, brother.
No, where do you want to start? We've talked about him a lot.
Wait, is he an NFL player?
No.
Okay, never mind. Then I don't care.
Okay.
He's a world-class kickboxer who is just a rich kind of douchebag.
He's a douchebag, misogynistic, world-class kickboxer who he's just the most arrogant, annoying asshole. He says some stuff that's true, though.
He does, and he's not.
Is that the guy who was saying...
It's about 10,000. What was it he was saying? Oh, he was saying about cheating. He's like...
Oh, yes.
I mean, I've heard some of his stuff, and he's just like, I'm just, this is what I do. I can say it one way that's not offensive. I just say normal stuff, but in a way that offends people.
Yeah, that's his.
And that's my, that's my gimmick. And
he just got charged with rape.
Who was he?
He's charged with human trafficking.
And human trafficking.
That's just because he says what he wants.
That's what they say. Some people are saying that they're just after him because he's got
But he does seem like an asshole.
Oh yeah, but he's got a big platform, and a lot of people, and he speaks the truth, so they want to shut him down. So or he's a human trafficker.
I don't believe it. I believe he got charged with that because he says what he thinks.
It's hard.
I don't know. He seems like a dick.
Seems like a real dick.
And if it was somebody, I mean, that's his own, words that make people think he's a dick, but they can really spin someone into being a dick if they want to.
For sure, easily. And speaking of spinning someone,
so you can't believe either way. Other than this guy, you do hear him talk yourself, so you can kind of judge him on that.
Were you gonna say something, buddy?
Oh, what is it? I forgot.
Here's the sketch artist at Trump's arraignment is in hot water for making Trump look too good. He's
who fucking cares?
And here they say they made him look
too good.
He made him look too young and too good. There's one of them. Here's another one. You see, I mean, the guy's like, I don't have any political, leanings. I draw what I see.
He's just trying to sketch real quick.
And you gotta make him.
I just don't understand how this is still a thing.
Right? How do these people still have jobs?
How are they still
And
sketching?
Sketching.
Why don't you just take a picture?
No pictures allowed.
They don't allow cameras in some courtrooms.
How long does
Except
it
for
take you to
sometimes.
do-
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Except for I mean, some you can have cameras in some courtrooms.
Except for when we live stream Johnny Depp.
Yeah, every inch of the trial
for 86 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, they should make this guy dress up in colonial outfit. I'm sketching the courtroom because we have never invented the photographs.
I mean, yeah.
The guy says, I don't editorialize. I just draw what I see.
I mean, does that take you the whole day?
I
to
heard he was
draw
drawing
that?
pictures of me too.
Maybe.
Do you think he ever gets sidetracked and draws something ridiculous? He has a little tidbit in the jury, like some crazy guy with crazy glasses.
Probably not. He's a professional. I would. That'd be fun.
I mean, he colors the background and everything. You got to draw how many suits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Waldo
6,
in the background. Where's Waldo?
Every single courtroom picture, Waldo's in there somewhere. I mean, did they compare every other person to how they look?
I mean, if you're this guy, man, I mean, you're like, oh, am I in the sketch? No. You're a faceless loser who's not even good enough to be put in the sketch.
It's like, what's up with my face, man?
It's like he drew everybody else, but he ran out of time for these two jokers, I guess. Look how I'm outraged.
He's chiseled.
Outraged how good they made him look.
I mean, who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit?
Oh, did you hear about the guy who fell off the skywalk?
Yes, I did. I got that story right here. Tourist 33 plunges 4,000 feet.
What? What's a skywalk?
I'll show you right here. The skywalk. Oh, here's the skywalk.
I'm sure it's disgusting.
Here's the skywalk.
No
How could you possibly fall off?
Here's
of
the
that?
sky.
Did he jump?
I think he
They
have to almost
said they
jump.
don't know if he They
I
haven't
think
yet determined if he committed suicide.
I think he did.
Right, that's the only way.
Yeah.
There's no way you're gonna fall off of this.
Does that have a glass bottom or something?
Yeah. And then there's people, on TikTok jumping on it, and it's like, oh my god, I would kill someone if I was
Me
on there and
too.
they were jumping on it.
I wouldn't even want to get as close as getting on the back of that thing.
I wouldn't.
I would not
I wouldn't get
that
on
close.
this thing.
I'm not getting
I'm
on
just
that.
not. I'm not that guy. I don't like heights.
They,
so why would I
they
want to terrify
thought that
myself?
submarine was good to go too.
Exactly. This thing has a stress indicator.
Right.
That gives
to let you know that you're falling.
You have 3 seconds to get off this.
Beep, beep. You're gonna die.
This new update says, wait. How old was that guy?
33.
Oh, And then another. Oh, that was in 2019. Someone jumped off of it. Okay.
The fence looks like it's. See the guys standing here. It looks like it's up to like your chest.
Oh, that's
So
it.
I don't think you're falling over.
No.
That unless you're doing
Being an
either
asshole.
TikToking like an asshole or committing suicide, and that's. Can you imagine falling 4,000 feet?
How long does that take?
I mean,
the
how
fuck? That's
does anyone
it's almost a mile. You're falling along it.
How high is it for skydiving? Is that 10,000?
I do not know.
10,000 feet, I believe.
Because
that's different.
when you're skydiving, I mean,
because you know you're not going to die. Well, you're pretty
and you're
sure
on
you're
a
not going to
parachute,
die.
I guess.
But knowing you're going to die and falling for almost a mile.
I know.
That's got to suck.
I was just going to say, it's just like, I was thinking in my head, I was like, well, skydiving, it took forever, but that's because we had a parachute. So I imagine you're falling
Fuck
funny.
that. I'm a crazy person, but like skydiving is not for me. I won't do it.
Yeah,
I'm not afraid of it. I just like it's just not for me.
We took them skydiving. It was Aaron Weston in Berlin, and we watched them out there at Zephyr Hills, and they all came down, and they said it was great, and I was like, that's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna do it. And the next day I went, I ain't fucking doing that.
Well, we thought it was so great. We signed up immediately to do it again, and we did it again. And now I'm like, all right.
How much does that cost?
$800.
No.
No, I don't remember.
Oh my God.
I think it was like $200.
Still,
too much.
Nowadays
I was
it's probably
nervous
way
just
more.
waiting to see them in the sky. I was like,
Yeah.
why ain't I seeing them?
It was.
my
it is
God.
pretty crazy. That
the most
first
stressful thing my mom's ever done. I'm like, why would you even sign up for going to watch your kids skydive?
It was.
Like,
It was
like, am I
pretty
gonna watch 'em
scary
die?
the first time because it was like Weston went first, and I just watched him fall out of the plane. I'm like, ah! So
couldn't have pushed
this
me out of
says
that thing.
for that guy who killed himself, most likely, says 2 short haul technicians, rope specialists, responded with a helicopter to the scene and determined that the man was deceased. He's probably splattered into a million pieces.
yeah.
Do they have to recover that body?
That's an
Where-
easy job.
He was extracted and transferred to the.
Extracted from where?
Down 4,000 feet below.
What does this mean? And transferred to the Hualape Nation. Was he Native American or something?
Or else that's the closest place.
They just said put this splattered body into the reservation.
It's the easiest job ever is determining whether those bodies are dead.
I mean,
like nothing left.
Those guys, those 2 guys,
Imagine what that
technicians,
looks like.
you know, I bet the whole way down they're like, how many pieces? You think?
Yeah.
Where do you think his head is? Oh, and they're getting closer. They're like, oh shit. Oh man, look at him. He's dead. No, what if he's alive? No, he's for sure dead. You know.
Do you think he fell like it's 4,000 feet, but it may have been 1,000 feet? Then you start hitting, and he fall, and then you hit for another 3,000. I don't
that's
know.
not fun.
Just you in shreds.
No, I've been on the dark web and seen people jumping off buildings and how they land.
Ooh.
It ain't fucking pretty.
Splatter,
man.
explode,
Oh,
don't they?
Boom! Just brains everywhere.
How do they extract? I mean, they extracted.
Take a shovel, snow shovel.
Yep. I scraped them off the rocks.
Put them in a bag.
Shop vac.
That would be better than having to use a snow shovel.
I mean, why do they have to extract him? Just leave him there.
Leave it.
If he's
Because the family.
ain't
would
pretty.
Want, family probably want it. Most people like. I could be.
Bodies ain't pretty.
They don't want the coyotes to eat their relative's body out down there at the bottom of the canyon.
I'm sorry, but Trace, I think you'd be okay with it.
Oh, Trace would be totally okay.
And I would let you.
You could leave my body down there.
I
I'm
don't
fine.
care. Leave me to the wolves.
Coyotes get a meal. Good for Poor coyote's probably hungry.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Feed me to the fish.
Want to see
You're
20?
more than dead. Can you be more than dead?
Hold on, before you do this, I sent you a picture because we talked about Where's Waldo, and I was doing one of those online, and I found somebody in Where's Waldo. Do you know who I found? Yeah, it might be obvious.
Yeah. Tuttle.
So where's Waldo? And
I mean, that should have been like an album cover for one of our CD projects for the bubble. It's like find everybody at the station. That would have been great.
That
Awesome.
is Tuttle looking right up at you.
Did you share that?
No, I didn't. Here I am. I didn't even hide very well. I'm having anxiety. I'm staring at this girl in a bikini very awkwardly. She's telling me to go away.
Oh, apparently he has 3 jobs.
He's a go-getter, man. He's a go.
I sent
Patrick
you a
Fowler
photo.
go-getter.
Balling out.
I sent you a photo. It's for Trace. It was in where I used to live. I saw the sandwich shop, and I said, "What is Trace doing
Yeah.
here?"
Oh, what?
Yeah.
They beat you to that one.
Uh-huh.
They
Half-assed
stole it.
subs.
Did you go in there?
Half
Did they
fast.
make 'em half-assed?
When did they stole it?
Half-fast
Yeah. Did they
subs.
open last week? That's it. Tired of people
I saw
stealing
that, and
our
I was like,
ideas.
"What?"
Where is that? Like around here? You saw it,
No,
or it's
in
on the internet?
Colorado.
Oh, okay, Colorado.
You know, people are stupid and sue people, but like, I'd take a 1%. Be like, give me 1% of your sales if you stole my idea. You know, and you get
Man,
that
give me-
paycheck for $50 a week. Oh, it's just a nice little paycheck there.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Here's 27 photos of unusual canned foods sold in America. Some of them aren't that great. Here's canned bread.
There's bread. I
There's canned
remember
bread.
that.
They still
might
sell that?
have that. I don't know.
That's disgusting.
I haven't seen it for
Canned
a while,
raisin
but
bread.
I haven't been looking for it either.
It gets pretty gross here. Oh, pork brains with milk gravy. Pork brains. Just that sentence. Pork brains with milk gravy.
You're not supposed to eat brains.
I know. I don't think you're supposed to.
You're not.
Oh, look at
I'm gonna throw up. I can't look at
I'm gonna
that.
have to change that. That's disgusting.
Oh man.
That makes me want to. Oh,
Milk.
check it out.
I mean, couldn't you think of something better to put in it than milk gravy?
Milk
what is
gra-
that?
I'm
other
literally,
thing?
I can't look at it. I'm gonna
That
throw
looks
up.
like someone's mouth.
What
Put
is
someone's
that? Antarctic
dentures.
herring.
Oh, and Atlantic herring.
Why does it look like someone's
It's got
dentures?
fucking teeth in there.
Why is it in that
Why
sewage
can't
water?
They, yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
oh.
Why can't they put it in something a little more attractive?
Why are they just the mouth?
Why do they put the fucking teeth in
Yeah,
there?
they just float. That's what's at
All
the
the
top.
I know, but why
and-
would you even include the
Isn't
mouth?
that where a lot of bacteria is around the teeth?
I don't know how much tartar fish are building up on there.
Yeah, just throw a couple chemicals in there, and it gets rid of all the
Oh my god, I'm
stuff
gonna
that'll
throw
kill
up.
you.
Where?
Don't ever show me the milk brains.
Grass jelly drink. Made
Ooh,
in
not
East
bad.
Asia. I
I'll
guess
drink
it's
that.
it's a little jellified. I couldn't.
Oh no!
Look
I
at
don't know.
that.
That looks like a little salamander, if you ask me.
And then, yeah, I'll pass on that. Canned cheeseburger. There you-
Oh, my God.
See, you thought it wasn't gonna look
Why
good.
does it
Look
look
at
like
it.
that has teeth?
It looks like McDonald's cheeseburger. That's what they use.
Some pickles in there.
Ugh.
Muffins. Oh, that ain't too bad. That ain't. Whole canned chicken. Check this out.
How big is that can?
It's a big can. Look, it's a big can. It's not a huge
She's
chicken.
so excited to eat
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I've never seen somebody so happy about canned
Is it
chicken.
cooked?
Sheephead.
Yes.
No.
The canned sheephead, which is apparently produced in Iran.
Like the fish or the sheep?
I don't know.
A
We'll
sheep
see.
head.
Oh, it's got the parts of the sheep. Oh, that's all. I think it opened that one up and shown us
You're
that.
not supposed to eat brains.
They have that in Iceland too. They eat the sheep head, and they have it in the
Gotta eat
deli.
everything. Gotta eat
You're
it.
not supposed to eat brains.
Haggis.
Haggis.
What's it do to you?
What is haggis?
Haggis, what, stomach?
Sheep heart, liver, and lungs
Ugh.
mixed with onions, oatmeal, and spices.
Ew.
Haggis. Give me some haggis.
I'm gonna throw up so bad.
As a human, if you eat human brains, it fucks you up.
I could see that.
It,
Makes sense.
Something doesn't go right, in that situation. I don't know what it is.
Neil Two Ball says, "Isn't it monkey brains that we can get prions from? You might be okay with eating pork brain. What's prion?
I mean, people have been eating pork brains for a long time, so
yeah,
you must
can
be
do it. It's just it doesn't feel right
No,
because
like-
monkey brains and people brains fucks you up.
Cows
I'm
get
not
mad
eating
cow
brain.
disease because they eat just they get cannibalized. Like
Yeah.
their feed it gets if there's
They
cows
get
in
it from eating cow brains.
Is it from the brains?
I believe
it might
so.
be. It's from eating some form of themselves.
And they didn't really tell us that when they were talking about mad cow disease, did they? They didn't want to tell anybody that.
Want
They're
some
like,
canned bacon?
we got best leave the brains out.
And in this canned bacon, I just wanted to let you know that the smoke flavor is added.
Ew, that maple bacon.
I would eat that right
popcorn.
now.
Bird's nest drink.
What?
I don't know.
Well, read the description here. I need to know.
White fungus. Is that the flavor? Give me some of that white fungus flavor. So there's such a thing as an edible bird's nest. They are nests that contain that are certain swiftlets. That
Are you speaking a different language
They are
right
nests.
now?
I guess swiftlets is a type of bird. They're nests that swiftlets build with their solidified saliva, and they are harvested for human consumption.
I'll drink it. I'll drink it.
Usually they do it in a soup, but now it's in a drink. Bird's nest. White fungus flavor. Hot dogs in a can. I don't know why they're showing it. Is it a girl who cries because she has to eat hot dogs in a can? I don't know why that picture is like
Somebody
that.
shoved hot dogs in a can up her ass. Like,
That's what it looks like.
So is it bun and all?
I don't know.
Looks like it.
Maybe. Why didn't they open that one? Canned escargot. Snails. Just a
I wish I would have eaten
can
before
of
the
snail.
show.
Is escargot like a fancy thing?
Oh yeah. That's where you usually you can get it in fancy restaurants, like French restaurants.
Fancy
Escargot.
Fancy. It's not fancy when you put it in a can.
Nothing is fancy when you put it in a can.
No. Canned tongue. Want some canned tongue?
Cancun, what?
I am seriously
That
so
human
sick right
tongue?
now.
Wow. I mean, you know how tough your tongue is. Fuck.
I'm so disgusted
couldn't
right
buy
now.
it.
Ooh, reindeer meat. Oh, gross.
That guy's uglier than the meat.
Silkworm pupa. Pupa? Is it pupa?
Pupa.
Pupa. Look at that in broth.
If I see another gross,
There's some duck nastiness. Quail eggs and water. All day breakfast. Berlin, you'd like this. It's got baked beans, sausage, bacon, mushrooms, and pork and egg nuggets. There's some egg nuggets there.
I'll take that over
Pieces of-
anything else. Oh no!
There's some more. Oh, this is the one with the birds.
The half-formed embryo.
The half-formed embryo birds. Get some balut.
In brine.
Spicy balut.
I thought it was half in brine.
Canned
Half in
rattlesnake.
brine.
Canned rattlesnake. That looks pretty good. She's
I'll
not
eat that.
happy about eating it.
That's that same girl. What's up with that?
She's turned on by it.
What is that?
Oh, I could deal with this. A peanut butter and jelly. Finally, something that I could eat without gagging.
I don't think
I wouldn't want to eat it, but
I bet it's some soggy
don't do
ass
it.
I
bread.
bet it's delicious. It's
Soggy.
in a Pringles can. It's got to be good. Scorpions. Can of scorpions.
Oh, I eat those all day.
Crunchy. I bet they're crunchy. Deep
Why
fried.
don't I ever see
Mac and
scorpions?
cheese in a can. That ain't no big deal.
No, they don't live around here.
Chocolate covered worms. How about them apples?
I saw a scorpion in Brooksville.
That's the only place I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
I've seen like 3 scorpions
I
in my
saved it
entire
out
life.
of the fire.
Good for
And
you.
I was really scared. I was like, oh my God, am I going to die?
Nobody dies from scorpions in the United States.
How many people die from them?
I don't think pigeon
That-
pigeon pate.
I gotta get the Google
Pigeon
in.
pate, powdered milk. That ain't no big deal. Mayonnaise. What's the difference? Can jar. All right, I think they've all
What
the
is
good.
that?
What is that? Corn smut.
That sounds
What's corn smut?
nasty.
Edible, it's a type of edible fungus that grows on cobs of corn as it's considered a delicacy in Mexico. What's it called?
Corn
Kutlakochi?
Isn't
Kutlakochi?
smut mean
Kutlakochi?
porn? What's the smut film? Or what is that?
Snuff film?
Oh.
Snuff film is when snuff. They always said that snuff films were that they weren't really existing, but they're supposedly it's when you kill somebody at the end of the porn. It's a snuff film. So, but I imagine there's some snuff films out there, my friends. Unicorn meat. I don't know what that means.
That's
What's that mean? Let's see.
disgusting.
They don't even tell you. Don't even tell
What
you.
does it say on the can?
Excellent source of sparkles.
Product of Ireland. Radiant Farms. Excellent source of sparkle.
That's
I
like
don't know what
meat.
to tell you
It's
on
not
that.
even.
Looks like chicken nuggets.
How many people
Maybe
do you
it's
think
spores.
die from scorpion bites a year? I mean,
Three.
I thought I was thinking 7. Mine
Bear
before
meat.
I looked it up, I was like 7.
Frog legs in a jar.
What do you think?
The worldwide? 16.
3.
Worldwide, 700.
3,000
Whoa.
a year.
Where's
I
that
imagine
at?
the ones
That's
in-
some
Wow.
giant
Big ass.
scorpions. Super.
And then they gets infected because you live in a third world country and then you die probably. Smoked. What is this? Snickers in tomato sauce. I guess Snickers must mean something else.
No, that's their logo.
It does look like the logo.
That one was up there a little higher. Was like frog legs in a plastic container. It's like, can you imagine what that smells like? Just must smell like.
Oh, there they are. There they are.
Smells like
And
like
smoked-
rotten
And smoked
fish.
bacon. They put that in there to take away the frog leg
And
taste.
smoked bacon.
Just smell like an old lake.
Old lake. Oh, I bet they taste.
Stagnant lake.
But they taste like a lake.
How old is the lake?
Boy, they got everything. Everything is zebra tarantula, canned zebra. What?
no.
There you
Could
go,
you
Trace.
get a spider,
Can you order?
Trace?
Let's order some of that for Trace. That's
How much?
That's
I'll
for
do it.
for Christmas.
You give me $10,000. I'll eat a
It's
tarantula.
cooked and dehydrated.
Oh, see,
I'll
Has
do
a
it.
light dusting of barbecue
10 grand.
seasoning.
$10,000. I'll do it.
I might eat that.
Light dusting of
cooked and
barbecue.
dehydrated, and with a light dusting of barbecue sauce. That sounds pretty tasty if they're crunchy. Braised eel in dressing sauce.
There's nothing crunchy come out of a can.
I agree with that statement.
French's onion
That's a
rings.
T-shirt right there.
Crunchies.
Crunchies.
Yeah, maybe.
That is the T-shirt.
Okay.
Nothing crunchy
Nothing in
comes out.
sauce though.
How about fish balls? How about fish balls
They don't have
in brine?
balls.
Yummy, yummy, yummy fish balls in brine.
But they don't have testicles.
Well,
Yeah,
they're balls
I've
of
never seen a
fish.
I think
fish
it's
dick.
just balls of fish. They scoop them out like an ice cream scoop.
Oh.
I'm thinking. Breakfast in a can. That's that British breakfast bullshit.
That's all right. I'll eat that.
That's
Jing
all
kong,
right.
jing kong, jing kong. Oh, those are grasshoppers. Drained weight, so they're in brine.
No.
Creamed possum. Creamed possum with sweet potatoes, garnished in coon fat gravy.
No way.
What is it?
Where is this from?
Alabama.
Where in the fuck it
I
from?
can't even
Yeah, I
imagine
you know,
what that
possum's
smells like,
probably
too.
pretty healthy.
Canned armadillo.
Don't do that. The possum is cool. Don't do armadillo. You get Lyme disease.
No, it's leprosy.
Or leprosy.
Leprosy
from.
Leprosy from armadillos.
I am so close to throwing up right now.
Man, they
What
don't-
is- what
why
was the
didn't
last
they? Why
one?
wouldn't they open up? This is a possum.
They don't get. They're immune to
Ticks.
Rabies.
Oh, rabies.
rabies. They're immune to rabies.
Yeah, and they taste delicious. I want to see them open up the can of armadillo.
What is it? Go back
I
up.
don't.
What does it say? Only.
Where?
No, the armadillo. Open only with.
Adult supervision. It's
Wait, it says beware. It says beware on that can.
Is that a can deal?
it's some kind of joke because it says caution. These armadillos have been known to something under your covers and snuggle you to sleep. I have
What?
no idea what any of that means and what that
Means
product
don't
is.
eat armadillo.
It's like snakes come out. You know the
Yeah.
like exploding snakes. It doesn't seem real. Meat pudding. Want some meat pudding?
Oh no, I don't.
Squid in ink. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
I'll do
In
some
natural
squid.
ink. They. What the fuck?
I'm so.
They're natural juices.
Edible mopane
This is
worm.
making me hungry.
Sun-dried emperor moth caterpillars.
Ned's Navy says squirrels can't carry rabies either. Fun fact. I've never heard that.
Wow.
Gotta look that up.
I knew somebody who got a rabies shot after they got bit by a squirrel.
Well,
Your
this-
old neighbor.
Canned
Right?
Another
I don't
armadillo
know.
milk.
armadillo
Oh.
milk.
Yeah.
Did you get a rabies shot from a squirrel?
Yeah.
We'll have to look that up.
Susan?
Again, canned tamales, that ain't that big of a deal. Jellied eels.
Oh.
It never ends. How many? There's 1,000 canned things. Powdered omelets. Big deal. Powdered eggs. Shark fin soup. Hot wing. You don't like soggy wings, and neither do I. Can you imagine in a fucking can?
And cold. How much
no
to
way.
eat those?
I wonder why they say that so much. They try to let people know that about armadillos, but not squirrels. It says squirrels do not carry rabies, but they do carry other diseases. If you see a squirrel behaving erratically, they're probably do not have rabies. Huh.
Sheep tongues. Got sheep
Not know
tongue.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy, though, that a doctor wouldn't know that.
That is really weird because the animal control came out to my house in Colorado and took away a squirrel that was acting crazy. But they should have known that
They would know. You'd think.
it didn't have rabies. But
Like
they
if you
took
call
it off.
animal control, they would go, nope, squirrels can't get rabies. You'd think.
It was
Well, I
acting
mean,
crazy.
you're-
My idiot neighbor who was an idiot, psycho lady. She was like, I was trying to pick it up. I'm like, wait, why? Why are you trying to pick up the squirrel, you dumb bitch?
You guys got along well.
It says neither do other rodents like hamsters, mice, rats. Rats
Rats
chipmunks,
can't get rabies?
guinea pigs, gerbils.
So what gets rabies? Just regular
I've heard all mammals can get rabies.
cats,
I
dogs.
just want to throw up.
I'm sorry. That wasn't appetizing.
I'm so disgusted.
That was pretty disgusting.
And I'm so hungry.
So squirrels are one of the few animals that will not cause a rabies protocol in a hospital or vet clinic. Huh.
Yeah, well, I guess your neighbor just got ripped off with that
Or
bill.
Rabbits or hares either.
Good.
Well, this
Rats, rabbits, or hares are almost never found infected with rabies.
I'm gonna try to get your appetite back, Berlin. Try to get your appetite. See, some people still care about their jobs in America. And this guy's making you proud right here.
Very good. Woo. That's awesome. That's one. Very cool.
Yeah. That's a popcorn making machine.
I mean, that popcorn is nice and buttered.
He's really mixing that butter in there too. Look at that shit. There you go. I'd be tipping that guy. Here's a $5.
Are they blind?
Here's a $5 for you. What do you mean?
Too blind.
The popcorn guy.
Why? Because he doesn't open his eyes?
Is he?
I think he's just into it, man. This is orgasmic for him.
I think he's blind.
That's awesome.
See if he ever opens his eyes. Yeah, he opened them.
I didn't see. I can't.
Yeah, it's open there. They're open there.
Very cool.
Is this guy being a dick?
No, he thinks he's cool.
I mean,
this is the new excitement. This is the
You
new
never
age.
see that
Oh,
at the
man.
theater.
Very cool.
He's doing the cocktail gimmick with popcorn. He cares about his job.
I do. I will
Putting
say
on
that
a
would
show.
I would appreciate that. Get all my popcorn nice and buttered.
Yeah.
Yep.
He cares. That's
cares.
rare.
Remember
it's
when
very
they used
rare.
to do that? We used to ask them if they'd put butter in the
Butter
middle.
in the middle. That was the most, I thought we saw it on Siskel and Ebert. They give a popcorn.
I don't think I've been.
And I was
to-
like, oh my god, what a great idea.
I don't think I've been able to afford popcorn at a movie theater my entire adult life. I don't recall ever buying any.
I mean, you need at least $50 to go to the movie theater nowadays.
No, you need, you just stop by. They have a Dollar General by every movie. That's what Dollar General does. It's like, where are we going to open up? Right next to a movie theater. And the one in, what's it called? Claremont. I mean, there's just, everybody in there is just, they have like 6 aisles of candy. And it's just like, that's their only purpose. Is to buy candy for people going to the movies.
I mean,
and everybody in there is
Smart
buying.
idea.
Yeah,
Smart.
I never forget the one time you guys were going to go to the movies with the girls, and you said, yeah, get some popcorn. And Harper looked at you just bewildered. She's like, popcorn? Dollar General doesn't have popcorn. I was like, oh, my God.
And some cotton candy.
It says here that the number of teens who don't enjoy life has doubled.
Well,
with
maybe
the-
they should all kill themselves.
with the advent of
Do it.
social media. So here's the chart.
I'm just kidding. Maybe all the parents should get a big punch in the face.
Just do it.
Here's how teens were, I can't do anything right. My life is not useful. I don't enjoy life. But, they're teenagers, like 30% of them. And now social media came along in the early 2000s and they all hate their lives.
Do you think there's any families at all that are saying, all right, we are going to try to do this like it used to be, and we are going to put away our cell phones for 2 weeks and see, because it'll take you at least a week, maybe a week and a half to get used to it. But let's all, just stop. We'll get a home phone like it used to be. One phone.
Crazy lady talking.
I mean, this right here, unfortunately, is the closest thing to that exists in this world.
I think you're right.
My kids don't go there. Bella used to be addicted to, watching videos on the phone.
Yeah, she's still kind of addicted to one.
I mean,
they don't do it.
People would be surprised, but I think people forget what it's like. They forget what it's like to live without that in your hand. And I think they should try it for 2 weeks and see if you are like, that is better. I can't stand it. But maybe even 3 weeks. You might, because it's going to take you a little while to get used to it.
That's why his kids were on display like animals in a zoo when they were at the beach trying to catch crabs a few days ago, because people are like, what are these children doing, playing and living and doing things that...
I mean, there was 10 to 15 people around them at one point. Just like, what are these kids? They're catching crabs. It was bizarre.
I mean, I can't. It bothers me so much.
They must have been like, you guys must be from here.
What's going on?
Magic
children.
I mean, at the restaurant, it just irks me so bad. I almost want to say something like, are you guys getting off your phone, or going to look at me or acknowledge each other at any point of this meal? Like, I go to greet them. They're all on their phone. I mean, this one couple, their whole time, they were there for an extra half hour after they checked out, just on their phone, And sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'll get these out of your way. And they don't even look at, oh, okay. Get that out of the way, thanks.
That's mind-blowing to me.
Why are you out to eat right now? What are you doing?
Because we have to eat somewhere.
She's still ready to buzz in.
I was watching some soccer tournament. They were going to penalty kicks, and I'm watching the crowd. It's the final penalty kick to see if they win. And there's people like filming it with their phones. It's like, this is going to highlight. It's going to be on every. You can find it anywhere. So why don't you just enjoy the fucking moment?
Because they want their friends and everybody that follows them to see that they were at the game.
It and say, here, this is where it was. I got some money to go somewhere.
And I don't want to look at your crappy footage. I'm going to go to a real sports camera and see the final kick.
I don't record shit.
Bad people. Everybody is just the center of their own universe. I don't know if that works out too well for society.
Clearly, it's not.
But I would think, all the kids that that are suicidal. I remember we were watching something on the news, and it said something about the kids being Baker acted.
So it's
was like a
50% increase in Baker Act kids.
Yeah, we were like, we just both looked at each other. We're like, what? They're Baker acting kids now.
Well, Bella might,
Well, that's for other reasons.
But I'm telling you, I bet if they did the phone experiment, they'd find that they might be happier. They would be happier.
It ain't gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
I'm looking for a sub update.
Submarine
update.
Sub update.
Dumb.
I know, but
it was necessary.
No, nothing new on the sub.
All right, Mom.
Nothing new on the sub.
11 inches. Go. Come on. Final answer?
That's a big ass one. That's
14.
Yeah.
All right, I want to do it.
12
Someone give me a
inches
number.
is not as big as you think.
Let's do 27.
27.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah. She just did what I did. They just laughed at me for.
Wait, don't tell. Don't tell, because we got to do it. Can't get any cheating. 27?
Yep.
Right here, buddy.
You got one?
Oh, am I going 27?
Yep. How many inches?
Jesus.
All right. What is it? What's the
She
word?
was like 19 inches. I don't even think she heard 27.
How many was Berlin?
24.
And how many was I?
27.
Woo!
19. How did I get 19?
Nailed it.
Dang. Lauren says, I was watching a lady watch the girls play, and when she was leaving, she came up to me and told me that the girls were so interesting, and that I wasn't raising girls. LOL. Does she mean animals? You were raising animals? Was that an insult or a compliment?
I mean, they went up and they were feral children. Their deal, by this lady. And I was like, man, I hope they're not annoying this lady. And she was just enamored. I mean, she
said, honey, come look. Free range kids.
Free range kids. Rare.
She just loved it. She was laughing and pointing and joking with it. I was like, all right. The kids aren't annoying her.
All right. We're done for the day. We will see you Thursday for more Cluster F at 8 a.m. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody have a good one.